they're on movies. Remember where the dude's looking in the mirror and then he's like, "Am I retarded?"
I don't
And
know
then
what
the
you're
dude
talking
has
about,
downs.
I don't remember that one.
And this is not my opinion. This is a fact. This
No,
happened
no,
in a
no.
movie.
Yeah, but what
I'm just
movie
saying,
was
like,
this?
it's crazy how it's changed. Again, not a movie I made. Okay.
I also don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't
Dude,
know.
the dude that was in it
I've
was
also
the
never
main
seen one of
guy
those
from
books.
Quantum Leap. Another thing you've never seen.
No.
Yeah, this is.
Let
not
me look up
helping
the
even a little.
actor.
Damn, is that fuck it?
That is fuck it.
Oh, this is the embedded, or not the embedded? The
I think it's it. I think
This
it
is the
better.
countdown.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. In studio today, while I look up Quantum.
Yeah, give us a little rundown, dog. What's your name?
Yeah, Josh.
are you?
I don't know your last name at all.
Maier, Josh Maier.
Word. You said
Yeah.
that like it was my name. You're like,
Yeah, he was kinda
Maier?
pissed you didn't
Yeah,
know
like,
it.
come on.
He's
I
like,
bet, dude.
we
It
went
took
over
me
my
a
name
lot to
quite
get.
a few
Yeah.
times, man.
Took me a lot to get your first name.
That's all right, dude. It's a tough one.
It is.
Josh. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, it's only probably the second most common.
Yeah.
name.
Okay,
Four
so yeah, and
letters.
when you did that, I was like, "What is your name?" Because you always get first time you ever roll with anybody, you get their name right before the roll. Super dumb.
And it's immediately forgotten.
Yeah, immediately.
Oh, what's
you
up,
slap
dude?
bumping, and you're like, "Oh, damn, strategy."
Yeah.
You know, and then you're like, "Oh shit, the roll's over. Respect the roll." What is this guy's
I
name?
honestly feel like I'm more of a post roll
Like
name
you just
guy.
go in there dry,
I just run
and then
it,
you
dude.
just finish the roll, and you're like, by the
We're like,
way,
yo, I'm like, thanks for the roll, bro.
Yeah,
What's your name?
they're like
Because I feel like I would forget it in the beginning, and then I'd feel like a dick if I had to ask again.
I don't ever do this. I don't necessarily word it as an ask. I word it as like you fill in the blank because I go,
Your name is.
"Hey."
Oh no!
I
You're one
lead
of
with
those
I lead
guys?
with my name.
Yeah.
So I go, what's up, man? I'm Josh, and then they usually oblige with their name.
Yeah.
See, but what do you do when that person is like, "Oh, cool, dog"? That's it.
That
He's gonna
does
be-
happen. That
It
is
happens a lot more than it should.
that's when you go, "Hey, brother, no.
Yeah.
What is your name?"
I hate that. That's the most annoying. When you go up to
Yeah.
somebody and you're like, "What's going on, man? I'm Hilton," and they're like, "Oh, Hilton, nice to meet you." Huh? What is your name?
Yeah, no, I know
Who
it's
are
nice
you?
to meet me.
Yeah. What? Who are you?
Yeah, how nice is it to meet you?
Yeah,
It's
you
not.
just became Heyman for
Yeah.
like the next 6 months.
Just call him Heyman.
Oh, what's up, dude?
Dude, I have a thing that if I don't know somebody's name, I have an automatic call them. Like, I call them something automatically. And I don't want to say it because I don't want people to know that I don't
it
know
brother?
their name. No,
Brother.
don't stop. No. And don't just stop talking.
And that's
but I
for
have,
everyone.
but I just fucking, dude, I run the exact same thing for everybody that I don't know their name. And it's like, it's all the time. But I feel so bad.
You gotta, well, now we have to guess it. So it's universal.
No, you can't guess it.
Is it
'Cause I really don't want
universal?
to. Huh?
Is it universal?
It does not matter.
It's got to be.
Well, it depends.
It's not like, dude, sir.
No, it's not. I guess it's not. It's gender based.
It is gender based.
It is. It is.
And it's male.
The
I know
one that I
you.
use the most is male.
Is
yes.
it Bud?
No.
Okay.
I know, but I don't
he's
fit
in
the
a
bud
little,
guy.
He's in a little more professional than a Bud situation.
So
here.
first of all, Bud is a this region thing. So like I'm from the West Coast originally. If you
Okay.
call someone like Bud or Buddy, those are fighting words.
Yeah.
Really?
And yeah, so
Dude,
like,
I remember the first time somebody called me buddy, I was like, "Excuse me."
oh, okay.
I work at Hot Topic. This lady took over the store.
Excuse me?
It was a guy store manager, then it was a lady store manager.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. But she used to go, "Hey, buddy, you want to fold them shirts for me?" I'm like, "Bitch, are you trying
I
to fire
think-
me? Because I am about to quit. You talking to me like that?"
I think it's all about delivery.
Yeah, but it's the way. Hey, buddy, could you do that for me? Hey, buddy, do you want to do this for me? Now, just tell me what you. Just say, "I need you to fold them shirts."
Buddy.
Yeah.
What's up, Bud?
But
Fold
when you
them
when you
shirts.
start with buddy, it makes me feel like we're back in them quantum leaps, and I'm gonna find that guy's name right now. Goddamn, Scott Bakula.
Oh yeah, it was right on the tip of my tongue.
I knew it.
Yeah, the old Bakuls as we
Yeah,
called
yeah,
them back in the day, dude.
Mr. Cools. Yeah, dude. I've never even. What is this about?
Oh, it was in an episode of Quantum Leap. I guess the episode is called "I'm Retarded."
Oh,
That adds up.
All right. He leaps through time and space during experiments in time travel. So I don't know exactly. Oh, the episode actually is called Jimmy, October 14th, 1964. That's the time frame in which the episode is filmed, but it's actually
Mid-sixties.
filmed in 1986 or in 89. But
Oh,
like,
okay.
you don't remember this. Oh shit! The fucking love when that happens, when the image just disappears. When you click on a link, everybody's seen that.
No.
Mm-mm.
Where he does this, and then he looks in the mirror, and he's
Oh, no, dude.
I've never seen that. But
brother. Somebody Google Scott Bakula, and then you just figure out that R word for yourself. And Quantum Leap mirror scene. It's just
that's crazy. Could you imagine them trying to get away with that today? No chance.
well. The problem is it never dies online. On Instagram, it is thriving. Okay,
dude.
it's hit another level,
Dude, if you get into the wrong
what
algorithm.
were you just talking about? Oh, the fucking I'm your little boo thing.
Yeah.
Have you heard that?
Mm-mm.
Play just a snippet of that, because apparently this song hasn't even dropped yet. Yet when you hear it, I believe you're going to understand that it's been on Instagram for months.
Oh, it was like one of the background songs?
Yeah, it's one of those fucking...
This ain't it.
Oh, I was
I
about
was
to say,
like,
that does not...
I don't think I've heard that.
Not even once. I'm a little boo thing.
I'll give a hoot. What's
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah,
Like,
it is not out yet, apparently.
The
He's
full
like,
song has
he goes, hey, we were just sitting in here waiting for you to pull up, and he's like, man, that's going to be a hitter. I'm like, it's gonna? It's been out. What are you talking about? And he's like, it hasn't dropped yet. And I'm like, that's not how Instagram works, dude. It's been out.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
well,
smart, though.
You know how that
It
is.
is.
Every single artist you follow or find on Instagram, they drop 15 seconds of the song, and then they're like, get the pre-save. I'll let you know when it drops, and it's
Yeah.
like 2 weeks later. And then you can actually add the song on iTunes.
And,
You know
and
what I
then in
mean?
that case, what do you think is too early? Because I've heard that, and I thought that shit had been out for a while.
See, but that's what pisses me off. Like, I don't... If you're giving me a month to pre-save your shit, I'm going to forget about it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's got to be
Yeah.
within, like, a week.
Yeah.
Like,
Yo, this Friday,
yeah.
this shit drops.
I also feel like I care less
Yeah.
when it comes out, because usually it's the best part of the song or the
Yeah.
catchiest part of the song,
They're doing what the 90s used to do with movie trailers.
right?
You would give me the best part of the movie. I've already seen it. Don't need to see it now.
Don't need to see it.
Now, I will
It's a problem.
listen to it like 10 times as soon as it drops.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
so I can get the whole fucking...
And then you just wore the groove clean out.
and then you never listen to it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you'll be
burn a
humming in
song
the
out?
shower, huh?
Do you burn a song out? I'm a song burner outer.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'll find someone and be
Burn
like, and then I'll listen to it for like 2-3 weeks straight, and then I never want to hear it again.
Yeah.
See, this is another issue, too, with that is like, I'm liking where Post Malone is musically right now, but the issue is like when they drop, they'll like pre-drop the album,
Yeah.
they'll let you know there's 18 songs, 3 of them are out.
Yeah.
And then you'll run through those 3 as much as you and then you're like, okay, cannot listen to this until it drops. Then it drops, and then you skip those songs. So
Yeah.
you don't even listen to it as like a sonic sound.
I'll be real with you, though. I don't know if there are many albums that I do listen front to back like that. Like, I listened to... The last album I did it with was a Charlie Crockett album. And before then, it was probably For Real by YG, which was in, like, 2019.
Dude, you know what would be fun to
Or
redo?
2020?
A top 3 for our what could you listen all the way through? We've already done this.
Yeah.
We did it like, I don't know, 50 episodes ago or something.
But what I was saying is I'm not that, like, listen all the way through
Yeah.
front to back type person. If I do it, it'll be one time, and then I'll be like, okay, that's great.
You know what is wild that I just got into? Like, that you think you're like, whoa, it's kind of very late for this. Mobb Deep, like, the infamous Mobb Deep album, that one I cannot stop listening to.
Yeah?
Like, it is on a loop for
From
whatever
like
reason.
2000 and something.
No, it's like from the 80s or late or early 90s.
I think it was 90 something.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like the Shook ones.
Yeah.
Like all those like super popular songs.
Yeah.
It is such a fucking good album.
Yeah.
Like I saw a vintage shirt dropping that I was like, man, that's a dope shirt. I don't even listen to them, but everybody knows
Maybe I'll
Shook
check it
ones.
out.
Yeah, and I was like, let me just listen to the album. So like, if I do get their shirt,
And someone
I know,
calls you on it, dude.
yeah, they're like, you don't even fucking know. And I'm like, well, I know this album, and the album is a fucking banger, dude.
Yeah.
There's like, there's a song on there called "Eye for Eye." It is so fucking good, dude. Like the beats on it are unbelievable. Like.
But
It's called The Infamous. It's okay, 25 years ago, so 1995. But listen to this beat, dude. Brother.
dirty.
Can't play too much of that because
You know-
YouTube already got onto us once.
Wow.
They made us
Get
cut.
that on them big
Apparently,
jobs.
the
For real?
YouTube part of that goes blank for 15 minutes. I tried to post,
Really?
edit it, and they won't let us, so it just is empty.
What was it from?
I don't. It was from a softer song like Iris from Goo Goo Dolls or something.
Oh.
Remember, we were like, "What is this?" And then we sung it, and then we played. Cool.
Yeah.
Didn't get it enough.
Can you like give them credit for it and then it's fine or no?
I think you can't play more than like so many seconds of it,
Okay.
regardless.
Yeah.
We don't make money on this on YouTube,
Sure.
so I don't know why it matters for us. If we were making money, then I could see it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Maybe
I
it's
get-
like if they let you get away with it, they have to let like
Everybody.
the $1.2 million whatever guy get away with it too.
I mean, I get it, but like for sure, have our sales from that episode. Have all of them. You know, have them all.
Go ahead, dude.
We'll
Take
just do a
gander.
live album listen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
those
Yeah.
are yours, man.
But there are fucking people who do that. There are literal YouTube channels where it'll be like a dad and a son, and the
Yeah.
son's introducing, or the dad's introducing, yo, Mobb Deep, or Goody Mob, or like fucking whatever. And then you're like, oh yeah, well, check out 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
And they'll listen to songs on there, so I don't know
Yeah.
why that's okay.
Or like reaction people.
Yeah.
Like you have people
But-
react to like music
but it'll
videos
be
and
like
shit.
Yeah.
good fucking chunks of a song.
Yeah, I mean the reaction stuff I'm talking about is the entirety of the song.
Yeah.
It's like the
And they are
song
sitting there
coaches.
watching the
So
music
how
video.
is that possible?
Yeah, or like vocal
Yeah.
coach reacts to whatever.
Yeah.
And they listen to the whole thing. I don't know. I don't know if they have to sign some kind of thing with. I don't know how they do that.
I don't know either, but I know that what was it? Sony clipped whatever it was.
Hmm.
They like they gave us a strike over.
Imagine being the person at Sony that had to find our podcast because we used 15 seconds of a song. Go through the entirety of the
Yeah.
podcast to
Bro,
find it.
Chat GPT found your stuff, man.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
ain't
It's
no-
gotta
there ain't
be some
nobody on
shit like
Salad.
that. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. There's gotta be some formula where they're like, this sounds too good. This sounds like this.
Yeah.
Like you playing that it's my little boo thing.
Mm.
Imagine if we just sung it, like we got good enough that where our vocals sounded good enough that they
For
would try
it
to
to-
strike it.
Yeah.
Like, nah, bitch, I got it like that. That
Well,
ain't
that
I think,
just
I think
me.
you wouldn't be worried about like if you were that good to recreate it.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
you'd be too worried about getting banned.
No, you're probably
I
right.
think you'd be writing your own stuff.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant like, well, you wouldn't be worried about them striking you. I'd be like, no, I would. I'd be that good.
No, but you'd be like, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Here's my track.
So, do you feel like you could do that?
Like I could sing? No, I have no ability to sing.
But you never had to like, oh, I might be good at this for like any music at all?
I played guitar a little bit growing up, but no.
There was never
No.
a day where you got like a chord and you were like, brother, that's it.
No.
Hey,
No.
he done
Nope.
it.
No.
He goes, man, I might have DJ'd once, and I was like, brother, dang, got it. Like,
I used to live in like a town where like weddings were big. And
Yeah.
I'm like a good like I'll get
Big
onto something.
wedding town.
No,
That's
for real.
such a weird thing.
So
That's
the
such a weird
South.
thing.
So I
to-
lived in,
Imagine a postcard that's like the wedding capital of the United States. Oh, that sucks. Anyway, continue.
Dude,
Sean.
so I was living in South Lake Tahoe, which is like on the West Coast. It's a big place where everybody goes to get married in the summer. So I bought a DJ kit because I was like, oh, dude, this can't be hard, right? You just
Yeah.
go on Spotify, you make a playlist beforehand, you pretend like you're doing what you're doing. But that was my whole plan, and then I
Yeah.
never took it out of the box. But
oh, really?
yeah, and then we sold the mix table like
Bless.
2 years later. But
Damn.
no, man, I have no musical talent, like whatsoever.
He used to DJ.
So tell me, dude, is it you make that mix beforehand and you pretend like you're doing something? I swear to God, that's gotta
No.
be it.
I'm sure
No.
I'm sure you could get away with doing that on like if somebody's like,
or-
"Oh, how do we get DJ?" and they're like, "Oh, I know a guy DJ,"
Yeah.
you could probably do it like that. But
Yeah.
like we know
A
people
lot
that
of
do
it
it
is
like
live mixing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I saw my man Skrillex at
I think theirs are pre-done.
yeah.
I watched this dude. Do you know who Cody Ko is? All right, big YouTuber guy. He dabbles in stuff. Tiny Meat Gang. He's the white guy from Tiny Meat Gang.
I know who Cody Ko is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
He said he did.
by association.
I
I'm
know
hoping
who
he'll-
he is. You asked him.
You know it's polite that
We're
I
not
addre-
the same dude. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got it.
We're
Yeah.
both wearing black, dude. But I get it, man.
it's, you
But
know,
I address
I
you.
appreciate. I know my presence is fucking 6 foot, but
Well,
you know, two different guys. You know?
calming down. You know?
It's fucking. Anyway,
I'm
continue.
addressing you because like maybe through association he'll be like, oh, that's polite that he's not just calling me straight out.
Okay.
So I'm just like, you know Cody Ko,
You're
right?
just including me.
And Noel Miller, right?
Yeah. No, I know. who
Yeah,
they
yeah,
are. Yeah.
Word.
I have,
Anyways,
yeah.
he started DJing in like Las Vegas, so he's getting sets and shit, and he's doing it with what is Dylan?
Dylan Francis.
Yeah, apparently
I know
that's like
who that is.
one of his best friends. But he pre-makes his mixes, and he goes up there and he does them. But like, there's something to do with buttons.
Okay.
But I don't think he's as live as like Ziggy or something.
I
Like,
think.
Ziggy's shit is
I
like,
think most. I think most house DJs are live mixing. I really do.
but
I mean,
the
like,
set,
I think.
but the set order is in order, kind of thing, or are they like switching songs on the fly?
I think you're switching songs on the fly.
Yeah.
I think you have some sets that you've worked on, and like, okay, I know this is where this song goes. Like the BPM here is the same as here, so I'll put this here. You know, I think you work on some of that stuff, but I think a lot of that, like Vegas DJing and deep house stuff, and like, I think most of that is live. Like,
And-
I don't think
and
you're
yours?
pre-recording and just press and play.
But what about yours?
I did some live mix stuff, yeah.
So say,
But
what
not-
is some 3 times?
Huh?
3 times? Like, how many sets did you do?
Oh, I don't
Let's
know.
get to the
It
bottom
wasn't
of
like it wasn't like I never did a lot of like EDM or house stuff. I did a lot of top 40 shit. So it wasn't like you know, music mixing as far as like a long period of time. It was just a lot of quick cuts and switches between
Word.
you know, this Taylor Swift
What was-
song to fucking whatever.
What was your like favorite like drop or whatever? Like, you know, like they have things like music makes you lose control.
Oh yeah. I
Like,
don't
what was
know
your
about
favorite
that.
like?
I didn't really have any of that like throw in shit like that.
You didn't have the horn, the
Yeah. No, I didn't do.
You didn't prank the crowd with like a making my way downtown.
No.
That's like a super popular
it's
thing where they
huge now.
fake the
Yeah.
drop
It's huge now. But
The
no.
only reason I thought it was pre-recorded, like when I saw Skrillex, was
because we all do.
No, he had a timer. So we were right here. You could see his timer going, and it was clicking down. And when it would hit certain times, fireworks would go off. So I think it could go one of two ways, right? Obviously, he knows when the time's going off, so he could guide it to that.
Yeah.
Or it was pre-recorded that this is when those are gonna hit. But
Yeah.
I mean, either way, it was still cool. But
Yeah.
that's the only reason I thought. I was like, I feel like.
Dude, I tell you, because I kind of understand where you're coming from too, and like the light show stuff
Yeah.
too is one of those things where it's like it has to be recorded for the lights to match up, but like doing some like audiovisual stuff, a lot of those fucking like super expensive stage lights and
Yeah.
stuff have microphones in them. And they create
Oh,
light
yeah.
shows when they're listening to the beats. So they'll pick up on the,
Yeah.
you know, on the BPM and make a light show as they're listening to the song, which is like, I had no, and this was like
That's cool.
10 years ago that this was happening. So who knows what it's like
Yeah.
now? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Which is-
was going to be the light guy for a band locally.
Nice, dude.
And then that shit started happening.
and
And they're like, we actually,
like, we don't need you.
it actually plugs in. So
Yeah.
and I was like, what about
So
the
what's-
merch?
so what's my
yeah, what's with
job?
the merch? Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been practicing or anything like all day, every day.
Yeah, they're like, that's,
yeah. He's like, they're going to fucking lose it on this one.
yeah, I'm just at the fucking door. I'm like,
You got like an iPod shuffle over there, dude. That you're sitting there circling around, bro.
brother, I think the pre-recorded stuff though is like, do you guys remember Behind the Music?
Yeah.
It's like the pre-recorded where they're like just pushing a button.
Yeah.
That's probably the part of the story when somebody's like, I started dabbling in cocaine. I'm not gonna lie. I got pretty far off on some alcohol, and they just started mailing in their sets. They're just like, "Boom."
Well, you could tell too. Like a lot of the like Cardi B threw that microphone at that lady.
Oh shit! I saw that. Did you see that? Somebody threw a drink, right?
Like I threw some water on her, and she just yeets the
Yeah,
mic.
she
right at
just
her.
beams the mother.
But
And
the
it's one of them
song's still
long
going.
mics, like long, big dick
Yeah,
mic.
yeah,
just-
Yeah. She got a BBC mic to the forehead, man.
Yeah.
Just like, yeet. But when then I heard the song was still playing, like her part, and I was like, she ain't got no mic now. Like, there's no. I mean, I don't think people care anymore though, right? Because that used to be a big
Yeah.
thing, right? You play the Super Bowl and they'll catch you lip syncing or whatever.
Dude, or like the
Yeah.
Ashley Simpson thing on SNL.
yeah.
Fucking Milli Vanilli, dude. Remember OG Milli Vanilli?
Yeah, but
They were
like
different people,
their
quote,
whole
unquote.
thing was a.
Yeah, but
Lie.
they still though.
But
I just wish Milli Vanilli lasted longer. That's all.
yeah,
I love that shit.
you have some weird tastes. You know. Hey, long car rides with this guy. It's just not what you think it's gonna be.
Long car rides are interesting because that's where you really find out who people are.
Yeah, and sometimes you don't like them.
He only likes short car rides. with me.
Yeah. I like. We'll go up to
Oh,
Grocery
dude.
Advantage and we'll be right back.
You want to see? You want to see what Cody's like on long car rides?
What am I like?
Let
What
me
do
see
you
if I got a
got?
picture.
Well, there's a lot that
What
goes into.
evidence?
There's a lot that goes into a car ride. How frequent of a stopper are
Yeah.
you? Right? Are you a talker the whole time? Are you a talker sometime? Right?
What do you want to listen to? Do you want to listen to people talking? Do you want to listen to music?
Right.
Do you,
One
what-
person's a podcast or one person's music only.
Have you ever seen a child on a long car ride?
I have.
What am I done? What did I do? What have I done? What are you showing him?
That's it, dude.
I don't even know what.
You look cozy, man. I'll be honest.
Oh, brother.
You've got your phone set
Oh,
up.
do you
watching a
see what I'm
video.
watching?
You've got
Look what I'm watching. I'm watching wrestling.
Yeah, he's watching fucking WWE.
Kurt Angle's on the fucking.
But he's got his Doritos set up, his headphones on, his feet up in the seat, his phone all.
Brother, I'm living.
Oh, I'm a foot up driver for sure.
I'm not even driving there.
Yeah, no,
If I was the one driving.
No, dude.
I'm not looking at all. Just
Hell
looking.
no. But
That's
yeah,
wild,
That's
dude.
Cody as a
Yeah,
passenger.
we drove all the way from here when we moved here from the West Coast. That was like a 3-day.
Yeah, what caused that? Like, what was like, yo, Pensacola?
So,
And from where?
okay, so originally I'm from like Northern California, like a little farm town, like by Sacramento. But we had moved to Santa Barbara. So it was me, my girlfriend Kylie. We've been together for 4-ish years now, I think, give or take. But we were living down in Santa Barbara, and I'm a paramedic, so I was working on the ambulance, and she was running her hair salon. So
Did you meet through your work?
we met through Tinder, dog, like
Oh,
everybody.
okay. I was like,
yeah.
she like cut somebody too deep. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, fuck. No, it'll be all right.
No,
We're good.
No, we're good. It looks great. You can't see it. Actually, I was going through paramedic school, and I was visiting back home, and we're from the same hometown. And so that's how we met. But we were down in Southern California,
Sweet.
well, Central. We moved down there after I graduated, and everything you heard on the news about like California during COVID, super true. Like curfews, shut down, mask mandates, businesses closing. She got escorted out of her business by the police. Like she was sitting there, I think she was doing
What?
someone's hair or nails or something, right? And
He's like, I have no idea what she actually does. I don't know.
well, she used to do all kinds of stuff, dude. She did like the lashes, the nails, the hair. Now she mainly just does hair, but so your guess is as good as mine as what she was doing. But cops came in and were like, hey, and there was no one else in the building. It was only her. They were secluded.
Wow.
I think she was wearing a mask too, and they were doing everything right. And the cops like escorted her out. We're like, you can come out in handcuffs, or like
What
you
the
can
fuck,
leave.
dude?
And that was the point.
Imagine being in the chair, being like, so
Your hair's halfway done.
it wasn't originally going to be a mullet, but it is now? Like,
You're half blonde.
Yeah,
dude.
that for real. You got foil on one side. Oh no.
The worst would be like half haircut, right? Like you're just
Yeah.
like half shaved in.
yeah,
For
because
sure.
you're not as skilled as them, for sure. That's why you went there.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's wild.
Damn.
So,
Yeah.
it got crazy, and obviously I was working on the ambulance, and I never got sick because I have tiger's blood, and so what that
Cocaine.
means is you never get a day off. So I was working like nonstop around the clock, and it was so expensive to live over there. Like we had like a little townhouse. It was a nice townhouse, but we had roommates still. I think we were paying like $3,000 a month for rent. You couldn't go to the grocery store and not drop like
Wow.
$200-300. So our expenses were outrageous. Gas was almost $8 a gallon.
What the fuck, dude?
And she lost her job, her business. And so she was working at a coffee shop in the meantime just to do something. And after about...
Wait, but they let her work at a coffee shop?
Well, because coffee is...
Essential.
Essential.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
It actually is.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is she was getting hazard pay
It's true.
for working as a barista. They were giving her like an extra $4 or $5 an hour bump. But I didn't get hazard pay because... how did they word it? I knew what I was getting myself into. And so, after like...
Which is wild because paramedic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Hazardous.
that's so crazy.
Yeah. So since it was already a hazardous field, you're good, dude. You already knew. So, it was bananas. And then, so we were either going to move back to Nevada or we were going to move out here, and her family is originally from here. And so over 4th of July week, this was like almost 3 years ago, we flew out here and spent a week here, and I was like, dude, I'm sold. Like, it's too easy. So we moved down here.
And you're a paramedic here?
When I got here, I went through a midlife crisis, and so I went to like a few different careers.
How old are you?
Quarter life crisis.
Okay, I was like,
How
could
old
be
are you
midlife.
going to live? So we
Yeah.
could maybe do math.
Okay, well, I'm 27, so what would that be? 54? I mean, that's reasonable, dude. Who knows?
yeah,
You think, hold on, you're going to die at 54?
It's possible. It's plausible.
Well, let's hope not.
You know what I'm saying, though? That's what I'm saying, quarter life, but even that, so quarter life.
third
let's look
life
at-
crisis.
I think third's
Third
cool.
of life crisis.
I think
yeah.
it's reasonable, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not-
a good look.
I don't want to be 114
So-
or whatever that math is.
You're going to be
do it.
81.
128.
Yeah, dude, that's good. I'm
Yeah.
cool with that.
Oh, no, you said third, no?
yeah.
No, but a
lost, it
quarter
doesn't matter.
life.
Okay.
Yeah, 60
Four
plus
times.
21,
Four times.
81, dude.
You'd be 108.
Yeah.
128.
108. 27 times 4?
25 times 4.
25
100.
times 4.
That's
2
100.
times 4.
Yeah, 108.
8. Yeah.
I won.
Wow.
good
'cause Cody has to win.
I
Cody
have
has to win.
I have to count these things.
Cody has to win.
Word, dude.
Yeah.
So what do you do now then?
So,
If you're allowed to talk about it. I didn't
well,
ask you that.
I took a long lap back to healthcare. So, originally when we moved here, I was going to finish up school as pre-med, and then I wanted to go to medical school. And then I realized I didn't really want to go to school for 10 years, you know? And so when we got here, I actually ended up getting into real estate like everybody else, right? And so I did real estate, property management, all that kind of stuff for, right.
Low key shot.
No, I'm just saying, like, it was a very trendy thing to do at the time.
Okay.
Right. I'm
Didn't
still not.
feel
I'm
any
not
better.
throwing any shots, dude. I'm just saying.
Yeah. What do you say?
No shade, dude. I want no problems. But so I did that. We ran a few different businesses, kind of doing it that way, and then I kind of stepped away from that after a little while, and now I'm actually going back into healthcare. So went and re-upped all my licenses and stuff, and so we'll be going back that route. And then I'm actually going back to school, so we jumped right back on the path.
Word. So what is the goal in medical?
I'm actually going to transition, I think, more into like a physical therapy route.
Fuck yeah.
So
Nice.
Mobile has that super dope program,
Mm.
and so the goal is to like finish up my prereqs and go there one of the other ones, but I think that is probably the direction instead of going like MD route. So
Yeah.
that's the plan.
Because the schooling isn't as long for something like that, right?
Yeah, that's probably about like a 3-year, because I'm almost done with my prereqs.
Is that at USA? Where is that at? Okay.
So there's one there. There's one up at like the university in
T-Town.
Yep. And there's a couple other ones around, but yeah, so finish up those prereqs and probably go that route.
Word. That'd be
yeah.
dope.
Yeah. Well,
Good shit.
I think movement's super important. I mean, I've worked in medicine for 8 years, right? So most of my adult life. And I think one big aspect of medicine that's missed is like the recovery and like healing the body through the body.
Yeah.
And so having worked on the other side of the medical field, there's a lot of bureaucracy that goes into medical care,
Yeah.
right? It is very insurance driven. It is very big pharma driven. Like those are real things. And your protocols are written based on how you can bill. Now, a lot of them are, they're all within the right parameters. Like, this is how we should treat this person. But your limitations are set by, hey, make sure you're doing these things. Maybe even if they're not totally necessary, so we can bill appropriately.
Yeah.
Trying to make the most money, basically.
Yeah. And I got the luxury, when I was in the Army, actually, to see, like, what kind of medicine looks like when you have not a lot of those, constrictions is what I was going to say, but I don't know if that's the right word, but we're going to go with it.
Constraints?
Constraints, my man.
I knew it.
Dude, you're
and
close.
I went to go, and I said, don't. What was that word we were trying to figure out?
Start with a P, man.
Brother, we were in class the other day, and there was like, it was me and you, right? Mm-hmm. I was like, he was asking me how I did an Americano from bottom, and he's like, you always catch me in this, and I was like, well, I'm not predisposed, and I was like,
dang, it's gone already, dude.
Yeah, it is.
And it started with a P.
Predisposed.
Pill, pop.
It has
It's
two
two Ps.
Yeah, I remember that, and the P comes sooner than you think.
Propensity?
No, that's
Propensity.
he would never use that word.
No, he was using it. Is that it?
I think that is the word. Propensity.
Propensity?
Propensity.
Propensity.
Because we had to get, Austin was there, Austin Travis, and I was like, what the fuck is this word? And I was like, it's p-p-p. It's like a p-p. But and then they were like, is it something else? And I'm like, I would have fucking said that if it was that, wouldn't it? Isn't it? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump on that, but that reminded me of class. Like, we were like,
yeah,
propensity.
Now it's gonna bother me again.
Maybe it's not propensity.
It's definitely not propensity.
Yeah, I think that's too big a word for.
No, it was a. There's 3 syllables.
It was something where you're like,
yeah,
it made
you
good,
dude?
Excuse me.
Because
you read a book today?
Yeah.
A page?
Did Wordle?
Yeah.
Damn, it's gone.
It's like.
I don't think we're gonna get it, guys.
I think we are because you were there. Real. You're super smart.
I
have faith in you. It's like when you are I'm normally gonna go this way. This is like my. Damn. I can't even think of that word. Like, if your gut is telling you like you have 2 routes. Well, I'm normally going to the right all the time. So I'm just gonna take the right this time because that's just like my avenue. Mm-hmm. That's your. Not predisposed, not propensity. It's like you're not predisposition. That's what somebody said. Predisposition.
I kept saying
and
that.
I was like,
this is all my brain could think of, and it's all my brain can think of right now.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's okay. I don't even know who figured it out. You figured it out on your phone.
I googled. I used the thesaurus because I googled what the synonyms of predisposed were.
Okay.
That started with a P.
Yeah.
And then we got
predisposed.
There's an L in there somewhere too. I feel like.
Fuck, the people that are at class that are listening to this are like, brother, it's easy.
You guys are doing this again?
Papa.
It's closer.
Papa. I don't know. You can keep going. He can look it up.
I don't even know where I was at.
Come back to medical, then the...
Oh, yeah. Well, it was... So I got to...
Oh, the Army. You said the constraints.
Yeah, so I kind of fell in love with medicine when I was in the Middle East, and we were teaching out there, and we got to do a lot of like humanitarian stuff, and so like not a lot, but we were definitely helping like a lot of the local populace, but we were just doing what needed to be done, right? It was like, hey, this person has this ailment or this issue, and we just fixed it. It didn't matter, like we weren't like billing for anything or doing anything. It was so simple, and it was cool to watch like physicians be able to have that freedom too.
Yeah.
Where they were like, hey, I went to school for this for 8 to 10 or however long years, and I'm practicing and I actually get to use my creative freedom, right? It would be like...
What is it?
Propensity?
No, brother. No. We said that 20 times.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, sorry. It just made a lot of sense.
What's the definition for that?
An inclination or natural tendency to behave in a particular way.
It has something to do with inclination.
Will you look up synonyms of propensity that start with P?
Hey, he goes, can you repeat the sentence? I could see it on his face. He goes, I'm sorry.
Slower, please. Predisposition. Proneness.
No.
Predilection.
And I feel like I was
Tendency.
over your shoulder when you were doing it, and I was
Proclivity.
like, proclivity? No. Proclivity? Is there 2 P's in that?
Yeah.
Proclivity. That's what we kept. We were like proclivity, and there's like no.
This is a listen.
This is a burned episode.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it's fucked at this point.
Let me see if I can find it in 2 seconds. It wasn't proclivity.
We're DJing now.
I don't know.
Yeah, but you're healing people.
Yeah, man, it was really cool, and also teaching was super awesome. So, we get kind of spoiled here because, like, especially emergency medical services are literally always available. Like, yeah, it might take 10, 15, 20 minutes from you, but you have those things. And so it was interesting, like, and especially in the military service, a lot of those people are, like, embedded with you. Like, we did a lot of medicine, like, on a Thursday night, someone just knock on your door. And you'd be like, okay, and you just do it like that. And so, but we were in Jordan, and Jordan hadn't, their military hadn't really, like, built this yet. So it was me and 2 other guys. We got to, like, kind of teach them what would be, like, the trauma section of, like, an EMT level type provider. And it was super cool. It was super cool to see them, watch them be able to implement it. And it was, like, real life for them because they would learn this, and then they would literally
Go and use
weeks,
it.
like
Yeah.
a week later, we'd get news back that they're at the border, they're using this stuff, it's working. We got to, like, take some of their vehicles and MacGyver how to, like, put them together so that they could actually
that's tight.
transport people.
That's dope.
And so, like, you'd have the engineering team come over and you'd be like, hey, we need, like, things that hang here and you need to be able to slide this in. And it was interesting. And they had like a couple ambulances and stuff, and they would just, like, bring you a tackle box and be like, this is what the guys gave us, dude. We don't know.
Yeah.
And so we're like, well, let me open up your things, and be like, oh, this is how this works. This is how this works. So, like, here in the States, at least, and the country of Jordan's, like, very modernized. And it has a lot of Western culture in it too. So it's not like we were out there and it was like, but they just hadn't had these systems in place.
Yeah.
They had really good hospitals, but especially their military didn't have that, like, intermediary. So that was a cool experience, which kind of motivated me when I got back to kind of continue down that route. So it was pretty cool.
That's dope, dude.
Damn.
I can't even imagine what it's like in a third world country. It feels like it is here now. Feels like 1,000 fucking degrees outside all the time.
Well, I think there are third world countries that have cooler climates too.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think they're only hot.
Oh, fuck. Y'all keep talking.
Yeah, we'll figure out what the fuck's going on over there and just, continue back. But that's tight. So when are you trying to get back into school? Like, do you have all that stuff planned yet? Or
Yeah,
what's the deal?
so I actually found a program online through the University of Wisconsin
Oh, cool.
that I can, like,
Wisconsin.
streamline it, and I'm starting September 1st.
Nice.
So
Damn, so
but yeah, it's
pretty
all
fucking
online.
close, huh?
Yeah, all at your own pace. My goal is to be able to start applying to grad schools next year.
Yeah.
So
So is that something you would want to stay here and do? Like, in the Pensacola area? Or is it something that you feel like you can take other... I mean, obviously you can take it other
Could.
places, but, like, do you see yourself here in Pensacola and be like, okay, this is kind of it?
I think this is it for us,
Yeah.
man. Mainly because Kylie has, like, she has her dream job here. She loves it here. I love it here.
Yeah.
Like, I found the jiu-jitsu gym that I love. So, like, I think we're pretty dug in.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we've moved a ton. So
Really?
yeah. And one, I don't know if I'd get her to move even if we wanted to. She's like, bro, we're done, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's over it.
Yeah, but I think it kind of has everything we need.
Yeah. Checked all the boxes for sure, huh?
It's a super interesting place.
Yeah.
Like, Pensacola, from someone who's, like, I'm from a smaller town too. Like, this place definitely has, like, smaller town vibes to it because it is.
Yeah.
Like, especially all you guys that, like, grew up here and were from here.
Us. Yeah.
Right, but it's just like, we'll meet people and we don't know that all of you guys know each other.
Yeah.
Right, because we're outsiders. So we'll, like, meet people in a different light, and then I'll see them on your podcast. And I'll be like, oh, word,
Yeah.
or like they'll be like, oh, so and so and so and so.
Is there somebody that's been like that for you?
Chase, for
Oh,
example?
word. I saw Chase today at Target.
Yeah.
Fucking trader. That's fine. That's cool, dude.
Dang.
Bunch of rats.
Dude, I don't think we need to go there.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I'm gonna let it go.
We're gonna bring that dark energy back
Never.
out, dude.
Damn, dog.
Yeah. So yeah, Chase, good people, I guess.
Damn, dog.
Nah, that's fine.
That's funny.
But yeah, dude. So, but it's, I don't know. There's a lot going on here. Like, there's all this stuff that we like. Tons of great restaurants, right? We love good food. There's always something going on. Like, even though it's a small scale event, there's like live music, whatever. The beaches are better than any other beaches I've been to. So, I mean, Hawaii competes, but besides that,
Not right now. Water's a little hot.
too soon.
God, did you just say the water's a little hot?
God damn,
Brother.
I didn't mean it like. I mean like
No.
third world.
Hey.
not a third world, my God.
Looking like Mars. I didn't mean. I mean like.
outta
So
here.
like the UFC's donating $1 million to them, right?
Yeah.
The Rock started talking on Instagram. Didn't listen to what he said, but I didn't hear $1 million. Okay, so
Didn't
Come
listen
on.
to what he said.
My man BJ Penn's lost his mind, I think, a little bit too. I don't know if you follow him on social media.
I don't. But I know he's helping Marlon Vera for this fight this weekend.
He did
He's
his
like
little,
in the corner.
he does a little stint where he's running for politics.
Yeah, mayor, right? Or whatever Hawaii has.
Something. I think
The
it was governor.
hill, the top of the hill guy.
It's
The
2 for 2,
mountaintop
dude.
guy. who was the guy from...
Are you trying to say?
Hey, what is the... You know the dude... what is the guy with the... It's like white and black. And it's like from Madagascar. And he's got the... And he's like in charge of the... the lion and the zebra.
yeah,
But he's
yeah.
like a...
King,
It's not an
not King
orangutan.
Louis, but
No, it's
But he's like, I like what I like.
yeah, he's a Are you talking about the animal or his title?
What would... Yeah. What was his title?
I think he was the king. Okay.
King of Hawaii, right?
That's not
What do they do over there? Do they know about
Oh,
politics?
They have like
Jesus
governors and stuff.
But they're
dog.
different islands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have different.
You think they all know the same things?
yeah.
Yeah,
I can't tell if you're trolling right now. Or
I don't
not.
know.
100%. This is his. Yeah, this
No.
is him.
Brother, you've been to every Hawaii?
No, there's
To every Hawaii.
And there's 7 of them?
There's 5, I believe. There's 5
They're
islands.
4.
islands.
And then there's American
island-
Samoa. Right.
Brother.
I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
This is terrible.
All right, so King of Hawaii, go ahead.
I don't even know, man.
He's like, I'm
I don't even know, man.
Who do you think, what do you think has been the worst thing that's ever happened to MMA person-wise? I have a person that I think has been the worst thing that's ever happened to MMA.
As far as their influences changed MMA for the worst.
Yes. It's got to be the dude that was managing Diego.
Oh yeah.
That dude fucking went crazy.
Yeah.
And he was
Ortiz.
teaching some, like,
Yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck he called it.
Yeah.
But he ruined Diego Sanchez's.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it was fucking.
Ronda Rousey's head coach.
Oh yeah,
That guy's up there.
Dang, what is his name? Edmund.
Or Ivan?
No.
No, it's Edmund.
Oh, Edmund.
Because there's Edmund Shabazian, which is the fighter, and then there's Edmund
Yeah.
Taberzian or
What was
something.
his name?
Yeah.
But he'd be
That
like, head movement.
yeah.
He was quoted as saying like she's gonna be the Mike Tyson of MMA, and it's
No.
like then a bunch of knockouts happen.
Yeah. Well, then she fought Holly Holm, who's.
I mean, and if you really watch her technique, it was not amazing.
Well, she had the same thing Floyd Mayweather has when he's hitting pads.
Yeah,
Right. It looks super majestic. The
Yeah,
only
because you can
difference
remember.
The only difference is my man Floyd can reenact that in a
Yeah,
fight.
he can do
Yes.
that. In,
Right.
He can do it under stress.
Yeah. Whereas Ronda looked
difficult.
real good on the mitts and the bag, but when Holly Holm's shin hit her in the teeth, I don't think it.
yeah, it didn't translate.
Yeah, it didn't
too
translate
well into
super
That was
well.
tough.
the-
That was tough for people
Square
who
circle.
really believed like she was the great
I think that
hope.
was a train everybody hopped on though. I think a lot of people were on the Ronda
I mean,
train.
it wasn't a train at the time. Like maybe the
Yeah.
first
yeah,
couple,
that's what I mean. That's
and
what
then
I
everybody
mean.
was like, "Oh, this is law. This is
Yeah.
not a hype thing. This is
Yeah.
actual
This is
fact.
how it goes."
This is like Anderson Silva. This is going to happen every time."
Yeah.
Yeah, like exactly. Like when Anderson Silva fought Chris Weidman,
Yeah,
I was like, okay, that didn't happen.
yeah,
You know what I mean? That was you couldn't fathom it.
yeah. And then it happened again. They
Damn.
fought, and then Chris.
Chris
Yeah.
broke his shit.
Yeah. No. Chris broke his shit on Uriah Hall.
Yeah,
And it was the first kick, and it was like years later. And he's fighting this weekend.
I think should be his retirement fight. Hopefully,
Well, he's trying to make a run for a title, is
Yeah,
what
I
he's
think
saying in this.
I think he should win and then retire.
And
I
then
think.
he's fighting
Yeah,
fucking. God damn, what is his name? He's from Hawaii. He's like a middleweight, but he's fought everybody. He's fought Brunson. He's fought Izzy.
Middleweight from Hawaii.
Yeah, fucking him, right? Brad Tavares.
Oh.
My bad. But
I think he's from New Zealand.
no, he's from Hawaii.
Okay.
I thought so too, because his accent's like so different. It doesn't necessarily feel like straight Hawaiian.
Different.
But motherfucker is from Hawaii, dude. He's from one of
Okay.
the ones left. Yeah, it doesn't say, but I was like, I thought it was weird that what's going on right now, and I know that this was filmed before that, but like, BJ, why aren't you trying to be with your boy? Like, represent Hawaii on like a grand scale. Like, obviously, everyone knows BJ's from Hawaii. Everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, not everybody knows that about a Brad.
About the bread.
Well, so BJ just opened up the UFC gym, in the first one in Hawaii, and I think he's kind of going more the political route. And also, I think it would be hard if you were on a different island to cross train, because it is like a short plane ride, or like there's.
Are they
some
all
distance.
that far away? None of them are connected by road?
No,
But I don't know how far away they are from each other.
I think there's short plane rides, because I remember like I was in Oahu. It was like a 30-minute flight to the next island or something crazy,
Like 100
like
miles or
short.
something,
But
200 miles.
So they were just like, hey, there's another one of these just right over there. You can kind of see it. We'll just call it also this.
well, I think I don't know, man.
Why do they do that? Why not just be like, hey, this is Oahu is one of them.
Well,
Maui was one, right?
I think they were different islands. I'm just assuming.
Yeah.
Allegedly, they were different islands, and then when they were colonized, I think we might have blanketed it.
So America did the Hawaii thing.
Yeah, I think so. I think they were all.
They all liked each other. They were all cool.
I don't know. I don't know that history too much.
So Cuba's just one place. I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, are they all? Are there a bunch of Hawaiis?
Yeah, Jamaica's also just one place.
Yeah.
But
It's also different oceans.
dude, I'm telling you, I don't know. American schools are just like, I don't know. They're not teaching you much about the islands.
They're not teaching me much of anything, I don't think.
Yeah. I'm a big example of that. Propensity is not at a high level over here. Proclivity. Yeah, dude, I don't know. We got off on something. You were saying,
Yeah.
or did we finish with what you were saying about that? Oh, we'll just like cap that, I guess. I wanted to ask, like, how did you, like, what was your introduction into martial arts? Was it here? Obviously, it feels like you have like some sort of judo understanding.
So I started wrestling when I was really young.
Okay.
And so I wrestled, I think, probably like 9 or 10. And I wrestled all the way through high school.
In Northern California?
In Northern California,
Okay.
yeah. At a very not high level, by any means. Like, I wasn't, like... But I was in the room for that amount of time. And then...
That's a nice way to put it.
Yeah,
I
dude.
was there, so...
Yeah, man, I was there.
That
I went to
means
practice,
something.
dog. Yeah. I won every once in a while, but
They were all playing who's number 2,
yeah, exactly. Dude.
not who's number 1.
Well, I was on a really good team. Like we had a lot of really good, talented people, and I was like their sidekick. You know what I mean? So like I was there, dude.
Hey, that counts, dude.
Yeah, but then after that, I started training at MMA gyms. Like wherever we'd move or wherever we'd be, I just pick whichever one was there. And so I kind of traveled around. And I'll be honest, I didn't even really like jiu-jitsu a whole lot at first. I mainly enjoyed striking because it was new, right? I'd wrestled my whole life, and I was like, wait a minute, we can throw punches and kicks? This is cool.
Yeah.
So I took majority of the time I would go to the striking classes, and I might dip into a jiu-jitsu class. Like, especially the MMA coach is like, hey, everybody that's, training on the team has to do at least one grappling class or whatever. And so I would kind of dabble with that. And then when we moved down to, like, the Santa Barbara area, I did mainly jiu-jitsu down there because it was the only thing that worked with my schedule. So, and the gym was cool. I really liked, like, all the people there. Like, the culture was cool, but it was primarily gi. And
what kind of gym was it? Like a Gracie gym? Or?
I don't remember like the lineage of it, but it was very like Gracie style without like the Gracie structure. Mm-hmm. So like the jiu-jitsu was very Gracie style, but the structure was kind of looser, if that makes sense. And they would do like a gi week and a no gi week, and then gi week and a no gi week.
Weird.
So I was training pretty much every other week. Like I showed for a couple of gi classes, but I was also working so much, man. Like I might get one class in a week or something like that.
Yeah.
And then we moved out here, and I trained at a couple different gyms around here. Kind of mainly doing the striking thing and like jumping in jiu-jitsu classes. And then my brother trains, and he visited, and we did a drop in at Derek's gym, and I was like.
Word.
Bro.
That was going to be my next
tight.
question was like, how did you get linked up at Kazushi? Because I feel like that's, I don't know, not exactly everybody's first pick to go to for whatever reason.
Yeah, the reason
I think it's, in my opinion, from an outside point of view, it seems like Gracie has the biggest name in jiu-jitsu if you're just a regular person.
Yeah.
Because you think, oh, fucking UFC 1 through 10, there was Gracie's in it.
Yeah, well, I also think, too, for me, I was still riding that striking train, right? And so I wanted to do both. And so, but I didn't want to have to travel to 2 different locations. And you know how it is, man. If you're doing striking at one place and they offer it, but you do your grappling elsewhere, sometimes feelings get hurt and things get weird.
Yeah.
And so I picked a spot that did both. And then, like around December last year, I took about 6 months off just of everything. And so in the time I ran a marathon, super dumb. I just wanted to do something.
Why was that super dumb? Is this going to take us too far off track?
No. It was super miserable.
What made you want to do a marathon and not just like something else, like a physical activity?
I was having some health issues and I was fixing them. And I hadn't been able to run for years. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden I could run again. Not like I was like paralyzed or had something crazy, but I had
see this leg? It's bad.
Just pops
go ahead,
it
stab
off.
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I could start, my inflammation in my body had gone down so much I could start running again, and I'd gotten kind of fat in the process. So I was like, hey man, I'll do 12 weeks. I bet you I can train for a marathon. And I always find when you do stuff that sucks a bunch, right, your whole life improves. Mm-hmm. And so, I just went through it. We did that. I did the Gulf Shores Marathon. It was miserable.
Oh, you did it here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I stopped.
Wow, that is the worst choices possible.
Yeah.
I thought you did this in California. I was like, well, at least you did something cool before you left.
Yeah.
No. I did it here, and then a week later after running that, I was like, okay, cool, I did that. I never want to run again. And I was like, well, I'm going to go back to training. And so I came over to Kazushi.
So you literally just did a 12-week cut out of your life to do a marathon, and then you never went back?
Yeah, dude, I haven't put running shoes on since.
12 weeks.
Seems true. Yeah. I feel like that's the appropriate answer to that.
Yeah. Like my running shoes, I couldn't have told you where they are. We found them the other day. And I was like, oh, okay, word. Just go ahead and put those back where they were.
So what was your time for the marathon?
Oh, dude. I was on such a good pace. I I think I finished at 5, somewhere like 4:55, somewhere in there. I was on pace for like a 4:05, and I was juiced because the plan was 4:30. That was the number I was training for. I ran so much around the college. It was perfect. There was hills, there was everything. That, and then I do my long runs, like double bridge down the beach line type stuff. But the first half of the marathon, it was like 60 degrees. The sun was still chilling behind the clouds.
That's the problem.
I was jamming, had my gels, dude. We were going. And then like mile 15, someone turned the sun on. And it was like you know how it is here. It's like a 20-degree shift.
Yeah,
dude.
And
at least.
Retarded.
There was a 3-mile stretch of nothing but black asphalt. And so that's another 10, 15 degrees.
Yeah.
And
Just roasting.
you're coming back, and then probably miles 17 or 18, it was just like runner's graveyard.
Oh.
Like everybody's cramped. Everybody that looked really good, because you'll run in packs, and you'll start to so
You just keep pace with them.
yeah. And so our whole pack like that we were in elongated, and then come around this bend and it was rough, dude. Everybody was cramping corners, passing out, doing all this stuff, and I ran out of gels, like in electrolytes, and we've rolled. You know how sweaty I am, dude. Imagine running. Like, I have no water in my body. Like, I am drinking gallons and it doesn't matter. And they had no salts at any of the stations. I didn't have any salts.
Oh, wow.
And so, and the only flavor goose these people brought was vanilla. Bro, it's 20 billion degrees outside. I want to die. And you're making me eat vanilla pudding?
Oh, no,
Yeah.
dude.
See, I don't know why people don't go with things that, like, or maybe it's just because it's around here, but I'm thinking, like, orange or strawberry banana or something like
I want something
fruits.
citrusy. Yeah, I want something fruit.
Well,
I'm not
that's the way to
thinking,
go.
like I've seen coffee ones or, like...
throw those away, dude.
Yeah, those sound weird to me. Maybe if it's, like, you're taking it personally on one of your own runs, because you're planning around that. But if you look up and you get... It's like those jelly beans that are just weird flavors that you don't know what they are. And it's like, guess what?
Yeah.
Vomit.
Yeah. I saw the other night, I went putt-putting with my lady.
Yeah.
And there were some people in front of us playing, and...
Putt-putting at, like, a mini golf?
Yeah.
Okay.
This was at, like, 8 o'clock at night, 8:30 at night. And still, it's 90-something degrees, right? It doesn't...
Dude.
Even at 8:30, it's 95.
100 degrees, yeah.
There's a couple playing in front of us, and they're carrying a bag, like a Circle K bag. And I saw waters in them, but they're, like, drinking the waters. They threw the waters away. And the next thing they pull out is fucking chocolate milk, dude.
Stop playing games, dude.
At 90
Hold on, wasn't the first beverage they drank? It was hot.
Dude.
Okay, think of the
30
time
minutes,
frame.
dude. 30 minutes into this putt-putt extravaganza.
Was this Tony?
They pulled chocolate milk out.
Tony
and
and
I'm
Emily
like,
are in front of you. Just
what are
drinking.
you doing?
Were these people like picked up by someone else when they left? Like these
no,
were like adults
these are
on their
just
own
normal
level?
people.
They're
Yeah,
not normal
out.
people.
Not normal. No, I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry. I
This
did
putt-putt on the beach?
on the beach.
So
That's what it is.
it's 10,000 degrees outside, and you're drinking chocolate
Milk,
Hey,
and you're
but
not drinking it first.
But Florida men, women on the beach, different. That's a different breed.
Also,
They
they
have
have
that.
bodies
I feel like
at their
that's
house.
worse.
They have.
That's what I'm saying. They're
Worse.
worse people.
No,
If you like the beach, you're a terrible person.
no, I think.
And then you're at the beach at night?
I think
What the
doing
fuck
it
are you doing?
on the beach is worse. I think.
Everything about that I agree with, yes.
Yeah, but
Always worse.
Yeah.
Closer to the water.
But it
Bad
doesn't.
people.
It doesn't add up. It doesn't make up
Nope,
for it.
Just bad.
Yeah. Just
If you're drinking chocolate milk on the beach, how hot it was, bro! I couldn't even mow my lawn. You're a sociopath, and you have bodies.
Oh yeah.
Bro.
Bodies somewhere.
Yeah. It was.
You're a cold case files.
Oh, they had matching Crocs on too. I probably should have said that in the beginning.
Whoa.
Matching Crocs.
All
yeah.
right, let's be careful.
Yeah,
With Crocs
I mean,
here.
you
No,
gotta-
I'm just being
somebody that
real.
wants to be sponsored by Crocs.
I'm just being
over here.
real.
Yeah.
Matching Crocs.
Yeah, there's a few sponsorships I want in life, and Crocs is definitely one
Yeah?
of those. I'd also like to not pick out my clothes anymore.
Well, I mean, it already looks like you.
First of all, dude, I'm comfortable. It's 1,000 degrees outside.
Yeah, that's
all
all
right.
That's very true.
When's the last time you went on a hunting trip?
Me?
Yeah.
Bro, I hunt every day of my life.
Yeah.
Let me take
Yeah.
this really quick.
Yeah. I've actually never been hunting, but I mean, I've seen documentaries.
But yeah, dude. So, yeah, I would like to just not dress myself. But
What does that come from? You just don't like fashion, or you just
I
like,
just
kinda
don't
bored?
care. I think, and you know, I've never been into fashion, but I'm definitely into comfort now. Like,
I think you have the luxury of being able to say stuff like that and do stuff like that
okay.
because of what you're touching.
My beard?
Yes.
You think the
I-
beard
if
allows
you
me to
have-
dress how I want?
Yes. Because if you have a beard and then you also have a lady that does your hair,
Yeah.
you can do all the style you need up top that you don't
Oh.
need to have style downtown because that makes that look stylish.
Interesting.
I've seen a ton of people where I'm like, that fit wouldn't look good on me. But because they have the head set up right, like sometimes you can look really good with a shaved head and a big beard.
Yeah. I could
That
not pull
look
that
is
off. Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I had a big beard, could I shave my head or not? I can shave my head now because I have no facial hair.
I think it takes a special person to be able to pull off shaved head, shaved face.
Oh yeah.
I think if you pull that
you gotta
off,
you gotta be handsome and
Yeah.
good teeth and
you gotta be pulling that off. But yeah, if you can go shaved head, beard, you're all right, right? Like a beard's really just a baggy t-shirt, dude.
that's what I'm saying. You can cover up a lot of
Yeah, dude, you're hiding your beer gut, dog.
yeah, a
with
lot
that
of
beard.
flaws. You could have no chin, but you have a great beard. Sometimes people like will
Yeah.
build their beard around like they have a chin.
Yeah.
It's wild. But me and fucking homeboy, we have these like Pirates of the Caribbean set up.
I wasn't able to grow full beard till a couple of years ago.
Well, it's caught up.
Yeah, yeah. Beard brought to you by Thompson's Beard Balm, too. by the way.
Hey.
Free shout out. You're welcome.
How did that feel when it first came in? Like you were like, oh shit, I guess I can do this now.
Well, I pretended for a while. Like I had a really I grew like the chin strap thing, and I had a really scary looking mustache. And my mustache still doesn't grow in super nice, but yeah. And I just rocked the shame for a while. But I worked jobs for the longest time where you shaved every day. So I would go on vacation, and then we'd be able to like see where we're at, and then it'd be a couple of years, and we'd see. And then I didn't grow it out till we moved here.
Word.
And so, ironic, right? You move to like the hottest place on earth, and then you're like, I should go facial hair and long hair.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, so this is the first time you had longer hair?
No, I moved here with a pretty awesome mullet. Like it was long.
I mean, your shit looks great now.
Yeah.
Well, thank
It's a
you.
good
What is the plan here? Just
So
keep
we're
doing
growing
that?
it out. Yeah. So we're
growing
growing
it out. as a group.
We're growing it out.
We're growing it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep growing it out. I hate when it touches my ears, so we'll always have the sides shaved down. But I think we're gonna see where it takes us. You know, I don't know.
I feel you.
Yeah, I kind of let her take the reins on creativity. I'm just like, don't let it touch my ears.
Yeah.
So
You're like, I don't want to deal with my wardrobe or my hair.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
if Reebok just
figure
wants to
all
send
this
me
out.
like what I have to wear every day, and I would need it. Like, see, I couldn't be sponsored by something fancy, right? Unless it was super comfortable, because I'm not like putting the belt and the shoes and the tassels and all the stuff on.
Yeah.
So you're a comfort guy.
You need to be
Big
sponsored by
comfort guy.
Chubbies, Crocs, and like just plain
New
black
Balance,
t-shirts.
bro. Yeah,
Plain white tees, custom color, or what is it? Comfort colors.
Comfort, brother. That's my sponsor.
That's it.
If
That's
anybody
Cody's
here
top
gets that,
sponsor.
that's my shit.
Yeah, that's Cody's top sponsor.
I
right
fucking love
Yeah.
Comfort Colors, dude.
so I'm just saying, if anybody's listening,
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
That's a vibe, bro.
Holler
I
at
could
your
totally
boy.
see you in some like camo Crocs, just blue jean shorts,
actually, that's what I almost
with a
had
plain
on, dude.
Comfort Color shirt.
Yeah,
You look like a dad.
yeah.
Are there plans for you to do more than look like a dad?
We're in agreement. We're not going to do that as of
Ever?
now. Yeah, that's the plan for now.
Really? You come off like such a good dad.
Oh well, thanks, but
Hey, thanks, but I want to be
No.
a terrible dad.
yeah, I like being like the cool uncle. That's a cool role that I dig. Like family
Word.
comes into town.
Yeah.
We get to do all the fun stuff, but then when like parenting stuff starts, you're just like,
You
there
get to
you
hand
go,
them back.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, he would be a great dad.
100%.
100%.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
well, we're
would.
not gonna put that energy out there.
He said, "Shut it down."
All of a
Hey,
sudden, I'm going to the store to get cigarettes, dude. You're not seeing me again. You know,
Yeah.
that's the vibe I'm trying to.
No,
He goes, actually, I got to take a cigarette break real quick. I'll be right back. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gone forever, dude.
But no, I think both of us just, I mean, we're very like career driven. We like what we're doing. We like to travel. So I think we're, at least for now, we're good. So
Yeah. So you found Kazushi Club
Yep.
from that drop-in.
yeah, and I knew that was the fit.
You knew right
It
away?
was one time.
Yeah, like
What was the feeling? Like, what struck you?
the jiu-jitsu was real, right? Like you can walk into places and you can get like torn up by people. It's different. And like you just like especially having gone to so many different gyms. And Derek as an instructor was just like what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Right? Like his personality, his style, his teaching style. You can tell that dude loves the art.
Yeah.
Like he eats, sleeps, breathes that. And he's always going to keep the newest, best stuff in the room.
Yeah.
Right. And so I was like, well, that's cool. Not that like the other instructors I had weren't good. It was just different. And I went in there and I got murked by everybody. Like there could have been a guy like that was on the tail end of his trial session that gave me the business. You know what I mean? And so
Like you're saying Hilton could have tapped you.
Hilton has tapped me. So
That's
Once.
good on you, dude.
one time.
so
What was it?
I was heel hook, I think.
yeah, you
wasn't it?
jumped to a heel hook. Yeah, dude. It
My
was
guy.
smooth.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You said it was this morning?
No, it was on Saturday, man.
Oh, I thought you said
Open up.
this morning. And I was like,
No,
well,
Saturday.
don't hang your head on it. You just fucking let it breathe a little bit.
No.
You just caught it. Ah,
Yeah, he just jumped straight back to it.
that's dope, dude.
But and also like just the vibe of the room.
Yeah.
Right, like you know how sometimes you'll go into gyms and there's a ton of ego, right? Especially in an MMA style gym, right? Like fighters just are in a different headspace. It's just a different world, and everybody was super chill, right? It was super friendly, and yeah. So I knew if I was going to come back and train, because I was running that marathon, I was going to get into triathlons. Oh, thank God I didn't do that, man.
Triathlons are tough, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was looking
It's
at bikes and
hard.
stuff, dude, and I was like, now I see those nerds like riding around. I'm like, it's close, dude.
I feel like
close,
I
dude.
feel like a
You're like,
personal.
Straight up, dude.
I feel personally attacked
you're a big bike guy.
because
And there's nothing wrong
I'm
with
about
that.
to do a
Nothing wrong with that.
marathon,
I
and
think
I'm talking about doing triathlons.
No, I think marathon's great because anything at that distance, like you're going to grow as a person.
Yeah.
Like, I fully cramped up on mile 18 and like could not use my legs, and so like you have to grow
it
as a
out.
person
Yeah.
to finish it. And I was like had people waiting for me at the finish line, and I'm like, dude, I'm not about to, just stop running. And you would see people stop running, cars would come pick them up. And so like any endeavor like that, like all these people that do marathons and ultra marathons or even half marathons, whatever it is, dude, like you are going to be a better person afterwards.
Yeah.
So
See?
it's just
We're about to be better people.
that triathlons, one, the cost to get into that, it's not a cheap man's
Oh,
sport.
dude, I had no idea. And I'm sitting here watching like videos of people like training for it, and dude, it took me months to realize, oh, they don't do anything
That's
else
all
but
they
this.
do.
Because they can afford to do nothing but this.
But think about it, dude.
Like, they're
you have
rich.
You have to bike for a couple hours. You got to swim. You got to run. You got to do all. You got to fit this in. You got to eat. You got to do this around. Like that is your only hobby.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I say that, but then I spend 3 hours a night, like rolling. So
But that's you're
Yeah.
literally only focused on one thing, and everything's in that room,
Yep.
and it's like your body is all you really need.
and it cost me like gym shorts and the gym fee, right?
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
it.
You start getting into those like high end Cannondale bikes and shit, dude. They're like $4,000 or $5,000 a fucking
Bro, you're
for
taking
like
out
a frame.
Taking out a second mortgage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it's insane. Yeah,
Yeah, so maybe not a triathlon.
I mean, you
you
can
don't have to have all.
You can
that
get the bike
shit.
for a couple $100.
There's also
like, you
not
can-
like I didn't know this, but they also call non-full triathlons still.
Yeah, there's sprints.
Triathlon
Yeah, but
is just
they're
a
still-
broad term.
Yes.
Triathlon's
Yeah,
just
it's
a three
just-
Yeah,
event.
but if
Bike,
somebody
swim, and
says
run.
they do a triathlon, you think they're doing like an Ironman. Like
No,
they're doing a
fuck
full.
no.
That's what I think.
Well,
Lengthwise?
Well, Ironman is its own thing. Triathlon just means you swim, bike, and run.
Yeah, they have
Most
ones,
of them,
yeah.
I think, are like 5K,
Yeah.
5K run,
Bitches.
like 13-mile or 20-mile bike ride, and like
maybe a mile swim.
But when I'm
Yeah,
thinking
something like
triathlon, I'm
that.
thinking a marathon
yeah, no,
followed
that's
by
insane.
a fucking 100-something mile bike ride
That's fucking crazy.
and a 5-mile swim
That is
It's a 2-mile
absolutely
swim, I think.
insane.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Still, I
That's
mean,
fine.
it could be 100 miles when you're out
Well,
there. You don't know.
and you start in the water, which bummer.
Ooh, rashes. That's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
dude.
Like, dude,
That's why
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
that's why I look at those dudes and I go, brother. See you later.
My dad
I-
used to do triathlons. My dad and my grandpa used to do
Really?
them together. Yeah,
I would
way
love to
back in the
do
day.
a Ironman. I want that tattoo, dog. You know, I want to say like I've done that. I'm
I
an
think-
Ironman.
I think it takes about a year is what most plans are written up as. When I was like researching it, they're usually, and if you're or like, the best thing if you were gonna do it would be to after your marathon, right? Is to start adding the other stuff in because that was my plan. Was to start doing like a sprint and then working your way up.
So was it on the marathon run that you were like, I'm
done.
No,
that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
No, because actually after the marathon, I was fired up. I was like, okay, I'm going to run another marathon here in 3 months. I'm going to get the time where I needed to be, and I'm going to start swimming. I'm going to start biking. And I started doing the training plan, and I was getting ready to buy a bike. And I was like, you know what? I've done martial arts for like a good portion of my life now, or combat sports of some sort, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, let me go do one more drop in and see how it feels. Right. And if I don't want to train, because I had to pick kind of one or the other because it's so time,
Yes.
you know, so much time commitment. And then I went and did the drop in and I was like, oh man, we can just go ahead and just do this now.
So see, isn't it weird about jiu-jitsu is like it feels so good, it feels like a cheat.
Yeah. It's a,
You're like, this is too fun. What is the what? And then you're like, my joints. That's what I'm giving up. Youth. I'm giving up years of my life where I can walk and, I don't know, hang out with younger people. Like,
I don't
nieces,
know. I don't
nephews.
think it has to be that way, though.
I'm just
think
like,
you
no, I
just
see
did
you
it-
throwing the ball.
I
That was a
think
good
you just-
throw.
I think you just went hardcore as soon as you know, I think you went balls to the wall as soon as you started.
Brother.
But I don't think it has to be that way.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to, put your joints and everything on the line for it, you know?
Well, I mean, we do different jiu-jitsu over here on this chair.
Oh, my bad, dog.
well, I think
Your joints are going to be there.
Yeah.
You're also young.
Yeah.
well, I think your style has to change as you age.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, take the hint, you know what I mean?
No.
Is my style that crazy? I don't think.
No,
I think my
no,
style
no.
is very old man,
no,
like
I'm
save my
calling you
joints.
old.
No, that's what I was going to say is I think yours.
So my style is old.
Will you let me finish?
Yeah.
I was going to give you a kind of a compliment, but
No,
now
fuck
I don't
'em.
know.
Roast 'em
No,
now.
no,
Yeah,
yep,
fucking
your joints
roast
are
me
fucked,
then.
dude.
You're
probably should
old.
start getting those fancy knee braces and elbow
Yeah,
braces
yeah.
because you're in a wheelchair. No, I think your style is very conducive for longevity because you're very pressure adverse, right? And it's small, explosive movements, and it's mainly positional based,
Yeah.
right? And so you don't do any crazy inversions or anything like that. You can, right?
Yeah.
You have the ability to, but mainly you stick to things that keep you in good position, which I think is fine. And the pacing you have when you roll isn't like crazy sprint style.
Yeah.
Like it'll be in small moments. It's super annoying, right? Because all of a sudden you're like, all right, we have this nice, good pace going. We're matching each other. Oh, now I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Right. And so, but I think it has to progress, right?
Yeah.
Like, just think about kids that come into the room, right? Like the wrestlers that come over from like the high school wrestlers that come over,
Yeah.
bro, they can do all their crazy cartwheel stuff. I'm just like, I'm really good just sitting right here.
I think that's what's so beneficial about being in a military town is like you have crops of young fucking struck dudes
Yeah.
that are athletic as fuck. They also have like a pent up semi ego where they're like, brother, I just went through hell, and I don't really get out that much.
Yeah.
You know, I'm fucking stuck with the boys, and then I'm here with these like crazy boys. Let's get wild in here.
Yeah.
And they do wild shit. And there's a thicker wrestler, dude. He's not, I see him at open mats, but I don't know where he's from, but I think he's military. And I'm like, anytime anybody rolls with him, it's like, buddy wrestles. I think he was like D1 or something. Or
Latino?
maybe.
Yeah. He, we're actually moved from the same town.
Oh, wow.
So he went to Cal Poly, which is a Division
he
I
was
wrestling
wearing
program.
a fucking, yeah, that's right.
He has little to no jiu-jitsu, and he just comes into open mat and just uses his Division I wrestling. But that's a great example.
Yeah, he is explosive.
Yeah.
Okay, dude, out.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think that's always cool to test like the jiu-jitsu with, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, okay, here's this guy who has high level grappling but almost no jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And if I stand with him, I'm going to have a bad time.
Yeah.
Like, so let's
Yeah.
see how good my guard is.
Yeah, it's
right?
you also play the game in a situation like that. You're like, how can I lead him into a trap, knowing that you don't care too much to be on the ground, but you can't let it be like I'm pinned,
Right.
because he wants to control you like a pin.
Mm-hmm.
But he also runs the dilemma of like he doesn't know hand traps and like setups and stuff like that. But anytime you think you start to get a grip, it's like a
Yeah.
nah, and you're like, all right, cool. He's super fast and strong
Yeah.
and bigger than me.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's like having a Nicky Rod in the room, and you're like, I can't even imagine. Your best bet then is like, let's get as sweaty as possible and see where it goes.
But even that, dude.
And then he'll do some like
Yeah,
crazy
it's
like
tough even
roll
then.
or cartwheel or something crazy, and you're like, all right, I get it, dude. You're an athlete, bro.
Yeah.
Like I get it.
Dude, I remember in one of my earlier years, I was in a gi class, and I had a body triangle on somebody, and I was like, they were rotating within, and I was going to triangle them, and I got them into a triangle, and they rolled like big, dude. His name was Draven. Rolled, and my ankle got trapped the wrong way in the roll. Like, it twisted my ankle. And I was like, okay, never doing that with a big guy again that's explosive. I'm just not.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather, as soon as they start to roll, just let the triangle completely go.
Yeah.
Because, like, if they pin they could just blow your fucking knee open.
Yeah.
Shit is crazy. Yeah, wrestling is, like, quite a crazy base. But, like you said, you got into Kazushi and you're like, that's it. How long have you been there now?
Dude, not even 5 months.
Really?
Like,
So when I couldn't figure out your name, how long was that into your
oh,
journey?
probably only a couple weeks, man.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I just like have the luxury right now of having like a schedule where I can just be obsessive with it.
Yeah.
So it feels like I've been training there a lot longer than I have.
Yeah.
But I think it's definitely under 6 months. But yeah, it's been awesome.
I feel like we have such a good room where it's like, if the person feels like the room, they can plug in so easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it can feel like they've been there forever. Like, some of the people have. Like, Logan's been there a long time. Jackson. I mean, a lot of people have been there forever.
Well, I think too it's frequency, right? Like I train right now like 5-6 days a week, give or take.
Are you mostly mornings or nights?
Mostly nights, and then I've been traveling out to Mobile intermittently too, and so and then sometimes on the weekends, but mostly nights, yeah, because the schedule I was on was days, but now that I'm switching back to working at the hospital, I'll probably be mainly mornings. So, but still trying to keep the same days per week, especially with like the amount of like the competition tempo that we're keeping right now.
So what is your goal in jiu-jitsu right now? Because you just did Zapatero.
Yeah. We'll be in Atlanta this weekend, competing there. But my goal right now is like, I have the time and the means, and I'm having so much fun. I just want to see like how good can I get?
Yeah.
Right? Like how far can this go? Like, I don't expect to be anything crazy, but I was like, hey, as far as competing goes, like we all are on a clock that's ticking down.
Yeah.
Right? And so like, it's just the truth.
Just fucking, yeah.
And so I'm like, well, I probably have 5 to 6 years, right? Give or take, with no big injuries, where I can compete as often as I can. And then I can do like old guy jiu-jitsu or older, like start transitioning into that. But, yeah, it's just so much fun that I'm trying to keep as much of a tempo, because every time I compete, I feel like I get so much better. And, like even just in the last couple of months, I feel like I've gotten a lot better just from always having something else looming, especially that Zapatero. I was nervous, man.
Yeah.
Was that the first like singular stage thing where nothing else is going on and you're the only thing at the time?
Oh, dude, my whole life that was like the biggest. Like to me, that was huge.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
To like the rest
That's
of the world,
fucking
it's like
no, but that's a big fucking deal though, dude. That's like,
Dude,
I mean,
I
seriously.
applaud you, and like I'm in this like frozen stage when it comes to like competing. For whatever reason, I competed a lot when I first started, like a lot.
Sure.
And then I built this like competition up to be like, yo, this is gonna be the peak of my competing. Not that I thought anything past it as far as like this is the peak and it's over. I meant like this is the best it's been so far, and it's only gonna keep going that way. It was a IBJJF in Atlanta, and it was just the Open, nothing crazy. And I'm looking at it like I'm dissecting the way it sounds. I'm like, International Open, like. Bro, everyone in the world's gonna be there, and I get there and
bracket.
How many?
I think you had 3.
I mean, yeah, but the bracket was split into 2, so it was like bracket A, bracket B.
Okay.
And I won. I got 3rd place overall.
Yeah.
So like I won. I went to the final of my side of the bracket. The dude that beat me won the whole thing.
Yeah. He
beat the other guy that won the whatever. But after that, in the car ride home, it was like I experienced, for one of the first times in my life, deservism.
Yeah.
Which is a thing I've coined. And it's when you deserve something, but not really.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So I just like deservism the whole way home. So I just had like Reese's, chips, ice cream, Five Guys. Fucking, we just balled out the whole way home. Yeah. And that never stopped. You know what I'm saying? Got home and I was like, dude, look at the medal. Got the fucking medal. I'm a fucking baller, dog. And that put me like 15 pounds heavier the next time the competition came up. And I was like, I guess I'll compete. This is the heaviest I've ever competed.
Bro.
And
those boys get big real quick.
Yeah, and I won the first match, but the competition I was in was like, yo, there's not a lot of people here, so you're competing with somebody who's a little heavier than you and then way lighter than you. And I was like, okay, I beat the dude that was heavier than me, and then I lost to the dude that was lighter than me, but I had beat him twice already, so I went into the match like...
That's light work, man.
Yeah, I'm about to wreck this dude again, so I was being very lackadaisical, and I let him get around on some stuff, and he tapped me clean. And I was like, damn, that was embarrassing. And I never kind of let that go. Yeah. So seeing somebody that's like kind of renewing their like thing into it again, and they're just like fearless.
Yeah.
I applaud you and I look up to you like that. And I want that. I want to be like, that's why I keep talking about the ADCC in November. Like, I want people to hold me to that.
Yeah.
Because I want to do that. And not bitch out, and I want to not make excuses anymore. Cause like, what the fuck? Who cares? Well, even if I lose 1 second into it, it's not like you guys look at me like, bro, he lost. I mean, I hope you do kind of like roast on me a little bit, but it's not. That's like, even if you win or lose every competition for the rest of your life, I look at you as like the guy I didn't know his name,
right?
And the dude that makes me laugh, and like, you know what I'm saying? I don't look at you for your success or your failures. I look at you for how you make me feel.
Well, I think that was the big thing for me competing, right? Is I've been an athlete. Well, I don't even know if I'm an athlete now. Wow. But
calling a shot.
No.
He goes, you know.
No, but like I've competed in sports most of my life, but I stopped for like 10 years, right?
Yeah.
But I was always a terrible competitor because I cared so much, right? Like I didn't necessarily even care about winning. I just didn't want to lose. And that's like the biggest loser's mentality. And actually, I think the reason I don't mind competing as much as I do, and I'm enjoying it so much, is the mentality like Derek and Sean and all those guys like preach, right? Like Derek pulled me aside and was like, hey man, like win or lose, whatever, man. Like we're just going to get better. We're going to compete and we're going to show our stuff. And, cause my first competition ever was the Milton Trey's tournament out there. Mm-hmm. And I went out there and I just got smacked. Like, and, like it was the worst performance I've ever had.
You're like, it was dumb.
No, like legit. Like we slapped hands.
That was stupid.
Like we slapped hands, and like I have decent stand up, right? Like not like anything great, but it's decent. And like before I knew it, the guy had like a double leg, and I was like, oh, I should probably do something about this, right? And then I was like on my back, and I was like, oh, this isn't like where we wanted to be. And then it just like got weird, and I like slowly, it was just terrible.
His wiener was in my mouth.
Right. And I was like, oh, this ain't cool.
Weird.
And I was like super bummed, and like Derek gave me a great like pep talk afterwards, and was like, hey man, like we're just here to get better. Like no one cares Exactly like you said. Like, no one cares,
Yeah,
right?
nobody cares.
Ain't nobody care. And so then we went to a Naga, like whatever it was, a couple weeks later, and I took that mentality and I just had fun. And it was like 100% different. And I was like, oh my God, this is so much fun. And then I DM'd the promoter, Zapatero, because he's like looking for a heavyweight. And I was like, bro, I got you.
Brother, I barely got to breathe. I'm heavyweight. What's up?
And,
What's
and
good?
I didn't expect a response. Because what, like, that's a pro card, right? He had some like bigger names on there in the jiu-jitsu world at least, right? Like Elijah was the main event. And, you know, like, Giancarlo's on that card sometimes, Kevin, Ryan Aiken, like all those guys. And he like DM'd me back like 10 minutes later. He was like, yeah, dude, like just send me a pic. It's yours. I was like, okay. Uh-oh. And that trip alone, the trip alone down there was the most fun I've had in years.
Yeah.
Like, so it was me, Derek, Jamie, and Carter. And I didn't stop laughing.
That's
for like,
awesome.
Like, all we did was drive down there. I competed. We went to dinner and we drove back. Like 15 hours of driving, and I haven't had that much fun in
That's
so
awesome,
long, dude.
Brother,
That's
we
so
went
cool.
to ADCC. It was me, him, Casey, and Derek. And we had other people from other gyms that are like our boys. But like, that was
The crew.
the trilogy or whatever. And it was, we went to a breakfast thing in the bottom of a casino. Brother. Just roasting people, just like,
Dude,
who the fuck is
was-
this? This lady's on coke.
Yeah.
Derek also hit like a, what would you even call that? Who he was there.
Oh, I don't. This is what I was about
It's
to
a
say.
persona, dude.
This is what I was about to say. Is out of gym Derek is so different.
Dude, he
out
is
of gym versus in gym Derek is
stand up
so different.
level. Like,
He's hilarious.
It is the
ungodly
funniest
funny.
shit ever. Dude.
yeah, he goes, I
love
don't
it.
know, man.
He's
Fucking,
so-
the dude
he's so
is fucking, he got that. Fucking boy.
Dude, he'll be, and that's why, like, obviously, like,
Full got a chow.
Oh, shit. What was the other one?
Full got a chow.
Momofuku.
Momofuku. But that was us.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, he's just a completely different dude.
yeah, him and Carter in the back seat together was ridiculous. Because Carter is, like, kind of quieter in the gym.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. But you get that dude on a trip, brother. My abs were sore, not from the match, man. Like, I was cry laughing, like
That's
trying
so
to
funny.
drive and like cry laughing. Poor Jamie, man. They just attacked that poor guy.
I feel bad, dude.
Jamie
Dude,
got some back in though. He was good.
I hope that we get a crew down there for ADCC. Like, I feel like, as far as I understand so far, it's Casey, Derek, me. Are you competing?
Mm-hmm.
You. I think a lot of people are actually competing from our gym for that. Like, it would just be fun.
I think it's cool to just to say, like, hey, you know, I got
Dude,
to
you should
compete
compete.
there.
Like, we should all just
there's also
fucking
levels.
throw in and compete.
I think what people forget is, like, you're not going to the open and you're not going to be matched up with Oliver Taza.
Yeah.
Right? If you go in the
Yeah.
advanced category, sure, man. Like, that's pro level.
Yeah.
But they have beginner, they have intermediate, they have all that. So, like, the rest of us that are going out there just to, you know, show our stuff at our level, like, that will be there. So I think slowly the ADCC Open is going to take over, like, the NAGA, the IBJJF, the all that stuff.
I think it's. I
For
think.
Nogi.
I think it's already
Yeah.
bigger than
I
any
think
of that
it's.
shit.
I think it's more like wanted. Like, you're like,
Yeah.
dude, I gotta compete for that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll be as frequent ever because
No.
Naga is every single weekend, right?
Yeah.
Every single weekend.
I mean, I'm talking like when they host like Naga Nationals. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Or they have like the
dude.
bigger
When
events.
after the real ADCC
yeah.
this year or 2024 or whatever,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that August?
it's gonna be the premier open thing
Definitely.
to do. I was talking to him about this. Like, Ryan just won the Open
Yes.
in where was that?
Arizona.
Atlanta or Arizona.
Arizona, that's right. And I was like, technically, Ryan could say he's won ADCC.
Yeah, technically.
He is a gold
He is not
medalist. Yeah.
It was
is
really
not
interesting
wrong.
watching
Yeah.
watching the different game he brought to the Open, because obviously all the Atlanta boys are primarily guard players.
Yeah.
He had a lot of top position for majority of the tournament.
Well, for the last one, when he went
Yeah.
to the final in Denver
Yeah.
against Mateus Lutes,
Yeah.
and he lost wrestling.
Yeah.
He lost to a smaller guy
Yeah.
He got out wrestled.
Yeah.
But it was just positionally, he got 2 from a weird takedown type deal. So it's not like he lost to a better guy. It was just like a better situation.
Yeah.
Like Ryan is crazy good. Crazy.
I mean, CJJ champ. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, no shame in his game, and he's like one of those like pillars of like literally no fear. I'll fight anybody. Anytime. Like, rules wise, any rules, like, let's go.
Yeah. Kevin looked really good too.
Yeah.
At this last one.
And that's somebody like, I look to you and I'm like, yo, he's fearless. And I'm like frozen, right? And then you look at somebody like Kevin and I'm like, I don't know if he even knows what fear is. Like, because I don't think he thinks of things like that. I think he just thinks of, when can I compete next because I want to do this.
Well, one thing Pat told me too was like, try and compete like every weekend if you can, like no matter what the show is. Like, we're going to go to New Breed this weekend in Atlanta, which I think it's similar to like,
there's 2 different competitions going on this weekend.
Yeah. So there's the World Series of Jiu-Jitsu.
And who of our team is competing on what?
I never know. Like, I think from our Pensacola team, I think it's just Derek and I. Noah might go as well. I haven't heard of anybody else wanting to go. I think New Breed is similar to like a Naga. It's like a local style. It's like their Georgia championships. But there's World Series of Jiu-Jitsu, and there's also a couple other cards in Memphis, which I guess is close-ish. I don't know.
Oh.
But
it's kind of a stretch from Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. But
that's Tennessee.
The World Series of Jiu-Jitsu is kind of dope because it's money down. So you'll pay like $100 or $125, and then it's broken up by belt, by weight class, and everybody who's competing drops like whatever it is when it's like winner takes all. Well, I think the house takes some, but winner takes the winnings.
That's in World Series? Or?
Yeah, World Series of Jiu-Jitsu. And then in the pro level, which I think Ryan posted that he was doing, if they win like a cash prize, and they'll fly you out to San Diego for like the big $10,000 championships.
Damn.
So
that's tight.
That's pretty sick.
But we're gonna do the New Breed. But
we're gonna take back take my winnings from that, maybe.
Well, for me right now, it's just volume.
Yeah.
Right? Like trying to get as many matches as I can, and so I think that'll be more apt at the lower divisions. There'll probably be more competitors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're like talking about dropping weight. What weight are you trying to get to?
So for the open, I want to be at the 91 kilograms, which is like 193.
Oh, word.
So I competed at Zapatero. I would have weighed in at like 216, but over 200 is a different world.
Yeah,
brother. Even just right at 200 is crazy. Like, I don't know if you've met Cam.
Yes. Yeah.
Why is that like that?
Or Eric.
Well,
his boyfriend Eric. I don't know if you've met him.
Well, after Zapatero, I told Derek, I was like, I either need to be on different drugs or I need to drop down, right? Or both, who knows?
Yeah.
But no, for real, because
he's like, I got you, man. Come throw that back.
Like those dudes like my competitor at Zapatero had not a gram of body fat on his entire body, and like the strength was obnoxiously noticeable.
Yeah.
Like we got into a collar tie, and then I was like flying off the mat. And I was like, okay, word, right on, dude. That's what we want.
Snap me down into hell.
Right, like I threw both butterfly hooks, and I went to like pick him up, and I was like, all right, you didn't move, dog.
Sick.
Right on, dude. This is gonna be cool. So, but that was a super cool experience. Super crazy. Yeah, it was at this like theater, but it was like a very small theater.
Yeah.
But it was very different. Like, cause you are the focal point. Like at a tournament, you can be like, dude, no one cares what I'm doing right now. No one's looking unless I do something wild and they hear a loud noise. But like here, it's like, oh, this is cool. And I got a lot of love from back home. Like they were having like viewing parties and like buying the pay-per-view and stuff.
That's tight.
Right? Like Kylie had like a little get together at the house and like people were watching.
I saw some of that.
That's fucking awesome.
And I was like, oh, like people care, right? So it's like now that pressure of like nobody cares. Oh, like people care now.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And so and then the dude tried to break my arm off for 6 minutes. But yeah, it was cool. The warm up area was in the parking lot.
Seems chill.
I
Yeah.
heard some of the stuff about it.
Yeah.
How does people caring now make you feel as far as like, are you gonna have people start to come to watch, or are you like actively, hey, don't come?
Well, at first
Or how's that setting up now?
At first, I didn't want anybody to come. Now I don't necessarily care. Not that I have like people who are like, hey man, like I'm gonna come watch
Yeah.
or anything like that. Like Kylie had never seen me compete before until she watched that pay-per-view. So, but
Is she trying to come live?
yeah, like she's gonna come down to Orlando with us.
Fuck
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
That trip is just gonna be so dope. It's gonna be a fucking movie, dude.
Dustin's coming. Like, I know like there's a large quantity of people going, but also too, it's like on these little trips, like when we're just going up to Atlanta and it's gonna be like a quick turn and burn. I'm like,
There's no
reason to come up for that. Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna sleep on an air mattress and call it good. You know what I mean? But for like the longer trips or like anything like that, I think she wants to start going. So
That's awesome,
it'd
dude.
be cool.
Yeah,
Dude, you should compete. You already love Orlando.
I don't.
I'm coming out of retirement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The last time you were in Orlando, golded.
No, it wasn't in Orlando.
We're close enough to Orlando. We're Orlando-esque.
We're close.
We're in North
Yeah,
Miami.
I mean, fuck, it would be cool. It would be good to compete again for sure in
Why not?
November, huh?
Why not?
Yeah,
You
be
know?
pretty sick.
Yeah.
Fuck it, let
Do
it
it,
ride.
man.
We should just change the. What the fuck is the? What am I trying to think of? The whoever the loser is.
The punishment.
Yeah, the punishment. Instead of like the marathon, the camping, the loser just pays the whole ride for both people. Because then you don't have to do a marathon
And you
or a
don't
half
have to-
marathon.
Yeah, you don't have to go out in the wilderness.
Yeah, by
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah, that should be.
Oh wow.
You guys get to hang out with the boys more. You'll be in the room more. Just saying.
It
It's not
ultimately.
a bad look.
It ultimately.
You're already cutting down.
When is
to
that?
the weight classes you want to
When
be
is
at.
what 80cc?
When is the open?
Isn't it November 4th?
November 4th
No,
is
it's
what was on
not.
the T-shirt.
Damn,
No,
it's November
not.
11th.
I was about to say it's not.
Because the
November
weekend
4th.
before that, we're going to
We're
Alabama,
going to
LSU.
Alabama, yeah.
Oh,
But we still haven't found out like the sign up shit and everything.
they haven't
It's
announced
not-
it yet.
Yeah, what the
Okay.
fuck is that? Why
But
are
it's
they
on the
waiting so
t-shirt.
late?
Yeah, it
I
was
don't
on the
know.
T-shirt, but it's not anywhere online.
It's gonna be like kind of low key funny if like they just never announce it.
They don't do it. Yeah, they just don't do
Dude,
it.
hey, look, this is the weird thing is like Casey had said something
Yeah.
in the room and he's like, you going to compete? And I was like, I haven't even heard anything
Yeah.
about this. And he's like, well, it's this day. And I was like, okay. So that day after open mat, I went home and I looked and I was like, brother, you're lying, dude. I've
Yeah.
Googled everything. adcc.com, fucking mo.com, like anything, anybody.
Mo.com. That brought up some wild shit.
Yeah.
Not even-
Mojasm
not
didn't
even
say
Mojasm.
shit.
Yeah.
And then he
Yeah.
sent me a picture of Gordon in a shirt that had the date on it. And
Maybe
I'm
they're having
like,
venue trouble, right? Maybe they haven't locked in
Yeah.
something. Maybe there's something.
but I was like, why the fuck would it be on the shirt already? But literally, there's
Right.
not a to be determined poster.
They come out
the-
with another shirt with just a line through that date.
Yeah.
Well, I think they didn't announce Arizona until it was close. I don't know. Also, I think too maybe they're going for like max participation because they've maxed out every event. I think it's 1,200 people.
Oh, dude, I don't think they'll have a problem.
Fuck no.
Well,
Not
no,
down there.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying
Orlando,
is like they
Miami,
get overbooked, right? So people like maybe too far out. They don't want people to book and then fall out, and then their venue's not full. I don't know. I'm just making shit up, but
Yeah.
just thought.
Well, as soon as anybody knows, drop that shit in the fucking group
Yep.
thing. Would you be open to that being the punishment?
To paying the way?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and having to compete.
Yeah.
Do you want to shake on that?
Yeah, if you want to change it now.
No, I want to change it 3 weeks ago. What are you
I
talking
don't
about?
know.
Changing.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
I just feel like that you already didn't want to do the running.
Yeah, because running sucks, dude.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do the marathon. Or half marathon.
Yeah, no, and I didn't want to go on the half marathon with you and just have you not want to even be there anyway.
Well, also too.
I wasn't gonna.
I want
like
somebody to
be
go
there.
with me because I think that would
Yeah,
be fun.
I
Like
I wasn't
boys,
gonna
and I
like
thought
that.
maybe my best friend would care enough to go and whatever.
No.
Well, and I think too the point of contention. Well, there's a lot, but I think the main issue that you were struggling with was you didn't want to have to be in isolation, right?
Mm.
And then you thought you voiced that it made you feel like he didn't want to hang out with you, right? And so now this solves both those problems. He has to hang out with you now.
Damn.
Either way, win or lose.
So I'm gonna let's get into this because I did want to talk about this. This is what I feel like. I feel like the punishment you decided, and I get it. It's because I vocalized that I really don't want to camp by myself because murderers. I feel like
okay, no.
Hold on, no,
you can't. No,
I feel like you're punishing me literally
because you don't like it.
Yes, but you're also punishing me like I have to do something by myself and I have to grow alone. My punishment was we get to grow together.
That's okay.
It's a bond.
You can do whatever you want my punishment to be. I picked my punishment for you because I wanted it to be that one.
Suck my penis?
No.
Okay, it can't be whatever I want then.
But you made the decision for the half marathon thing. You made that decision. I made the decision for the camping thing. So
yes, but my thing is layered. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I love
mine is also layered.
Deep level.
Mine is also layered.
I
know you don't like being alone. I know you don't like camping, and I know you don't like having your phone. 3 layers, baby. And I checked all the boxes.
Okay, and guess what? Who started this? Me. You know why? Because I saw a friend that needed help. Why? Because I love.
I will say though, I think it's had some positive effects. I've seen both of you guys in the room more often.
Yeah.
Which helps everyone, including yourselves, right? And you guys are both getting back in shape very quickly. Yeah. It was super annoying how in shape both you guys were on Saturday because your gas tanks were good. But especially the third time we rolled, I was like, God damn.
Yeah, well, that's the problem is, like, when I'm in there for open mat, I don't want to I never want to have a roll off because I'm like, brother, we never get open mats but once a week. And that's just not a lot. To me, it's the funnest thing.
And I think for you guys to have better home life during the process of the competition, I think it's a better punishment.
Oh, yeah. You mean...
Explain that a little bit?
You mean for it not to affect...
Yeah. I think it started to get a little personal... Right?
Yeah.
And I think it was...
it was a competition. We were both like...
I also got called a rat 47 times. But I'm just saying... Dude. Look, there's that face again.
He knows, dude. He knows.
Hey, man.
Piece of shit, you know what I mean?
Hey! Look at the truth is out there, dog.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? So it got personal for a little bit. Everybody. You know what I mean? But... I'm just saying. I think this so I think this mends a lot of that tension, dude.
I will agree also that I think it would make for better content for the outcome, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
Because regardless, we're going.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Regardless, we're gonna get better at jiu-jitsu. Regardless, the bonding thing that I wanted to happen that you didn't is gonna happen.
That's not how I did not want us to bond, dude.
I think you want
I just
to
didn't
grow.
want to do it during a half marathon.
I think
just like fuck a half marathon.
I think you want to grow away from me, and that's not how this is gonna work. We're gonna grow together. Okay.
I'm cool with that. I like that.
Now,
I like the idea of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
You want to shake on it?
Yeah, let's do it. Good
Nice,
shit,
dude.
dog. Yeah,
Nice.
that's cool, man.
We're
gonna change this
running.
again by the time the thing's over. We got 2
No.
weeks left. We're
I
gonna change it
love
again.
this because
Yeah.
I want to stop making excuses about competing.
When's the weigh-in? It's close, isn't it?
28th.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2 weeks from today.
Yeah.
But I actually am still running that half marathon.
Yeah.
I've already paid for it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to run a marathon after that. So, like, I already still have to get in shape for that. But, like, I follow this company called BPN. And it's this guy, Nick Bear.
Yep.
And one of his things is go one more, which is about, like, always do more than you did last time, right? And another one of his things is to prove yourself right. And at the beginning of the year, they send out, like, this template that's blank. And then you fill it full of things you want to do in the year to prove yourself right. And one of those things was to stop
It's a vision board.
Yeah, so, like, one of those things is, like, to stop making excuses and compete. That's why I was vocal about the, like, ADCC thing, because, one, I just feel like it's notoriety. It makes the most sense. Like, I love ADCC, like, had a
Everything.
ball of a time. Love everybody involved in the whole thing. Yeah. Everything they do looks what I want the future of jiu-jitsu to look like. It feels like what I want the future of jiu-jitsu to feel.
Nice to compete in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I think it's the best for the outcome. That, and I love EBI.
I was about to say, I think EBI overtime is probably better for jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
But I think the ADCC overtime is probably better for the fans, maybe. I don't know. I feel like it just, anyways. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, I just think it's, like, to me, ADCC is, like, supreme for people that are into, like, that type of shit. Yeah, streetwear. So, ADCC is, like, that for jiu-jitsu. It's like, ooh.
Yeah, it's the Gucci
Fucking ADCC, dog. And they care about all their shit. Like, look at any of their medals from any of their locations. That shit is fucking dope. Like, the Arizona gold medal.
Yeah,
It's like a desert in the background on the actual medal itself. I'm like, brother. Also, this year when they go to 2024, they need to fucking destroy the whole dragon belt thing. I hated that. I loved the belt before that. And the fucking medal that Gordon made for his, like, chain.
Yeah.
Brother.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, too.
And the
They need a new
culture.
announcer. They definitely need a new announcer.
Did you watch
The
it
one
last year?
championship, the one championship guy.
No.
Is it not the same?
It's the
It was
lady.
the lady.
Oh,
She's like classic for ADCC. Like
is
she's
that,
the
is that
pride
why it's so
lady.
high pitched? Like the screaming announcer.
Yeah, she's like,
There's too much. It's too much. It was, what, an hour and a half?
dude. There was
Announcing all
how
of the
many
people?
competitors was there? Like almost 80 or something.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now there's another women's division.
Yeah.
So you got like 16 more girls.
Yeah.
We can't do this more.
And it was, like I said, it was
We'll show up later.
It was already, I think, an hour and a half, 2 hours of just her screaming into the microphone.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
Brother, and you
I get it,
and,
but-
and hey,
I fell
This-
asleep before the
this-
Gordon Ryan match.
this was our introduction to like outside Derek. So like Derek is like, boy, I fucking
yeah, he's
Boy,
just
Mike,
going,
you know.
he's just going hard, dude.
yeah. But yeah, I think this is gonna be a dope little setup, and like the punishment's cool because it's like money. Who cares? But then the bond, you know,
Yeah. No, it'll be good. I think that'll be fun.
be dope. And I think the room itself is gonna be like, whoa, that's dope.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it checks all the boxes, dog.
I want to see you repeat gold. Imagine you sub everybody, I get tapped instantly. I'd be like, hey, I'm never going to South Florida again, dude.
South Florida just ain't.
He goes, you know what sucks? South Florida, dude. That whole
South
fucking
Florida.
We
bit.
could always do Trey's tournament as a warm up. Just throwing that little nugget out there. Just
Yeah.
to think about it. Just throwing it out there, dude. Just a little
When is that? That's September,
September
8th.
8th.
We're supposed to be in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
How timely.
Well, I mean,
How
it's one of the biggest things that's ever happened to us.
Yeah.
So, like, how could we not?
Yeah, we kind of have to do that.
We may possibly be doing fighter interviews for the Verdum Dos Santos.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Nice.
can't just
We're kind of working it out, but that's the goal.
media.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, so that'd be cool. Also,
Good shit.
speaking of possible media things coming, speak a little bit about the Riddler Cup.
Riddler Cup, baby.
You like golf?
I own a set of golf clubs.
All right.
Gotcha. Got it. That's all
Well-
you needed to say. I got you.
There's some cool shit coming up with Rusty.
Rusty. Yeah, Rusty from a Rustic Spoon. We're
Oh,
putting on a. Are you familiar with the Ryder Cup?
Yep.
So we're basically doing like a 2-day version of the Ryder Cup
Oh, sick.
here in Pensacola. So we got 4 16-man teams that we're gonna have like a draft basically and pick teams
Sick.
like a week before. The first day is a 4-ball and the second day is a 2-man scramble from your team. We've got all kinds of cool prizes for the top team and everything like that. A bunch of exclusive merch that we're making and all that kind of shit. But
Yeah.
we're giving a portion of the proceeds to the Campfire Fund of Florida, which is a men's mental health
Oh, cool.
awareness here
program.
Yeah,
in
that's great.
Pensacola. So yeah, we're kind of reaching out for sponsors and shit right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're set for September 16th and 17th, which is like fucking awesome.
So
Super fired up.
we're trying to set up and do like pre
yeah.
tea time interviews and be like,
Interviews,
yo, how do you think you're gonna do today? And
cool.
like fucking
Yeah.
call a shot.
Yeah.
Which course is it on?
It's at Marcus Point.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
awesome.
that's another thing too that I think I'm like super excited about is like Marcus
Yeah.
went through kind of a not so great spell as far as how
Sure.
their course was like conditions wise and everything, and it's under new management now, and they're doing like a lot of really really good shit as
Yeah.
far as the course and the clubhouse and all that kind of stuff to really transform it into a high level course again. And ever since I played it again, like last month or whatever it was, month and a half ago, I haven't played anywhere but there because of all that they're doing.
Where
and
is
you can
that
actually
again?
see it's off of 29. It's behind the old rave back there on
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Okay, I've not seen it, but I'm aware there is a course back
yeah.
there. Okay.
So yeah, that's super exciting that we kind of got to join forces with them to like bring people back to the course to be like, hey, we've been working our asses off to make this a good course again. So, super excited and really stoked about the people that are involved, which is great. Rustic Spoon will be there doing food too both days. We've got bands playing.
Brother, have you eaten there?
It's gonna be fucking tight,
dude.
Yeah,
You cooked there for
He
a
is
while,
a
didn't you?
5-star chef.
I work every once in a while there.
Okay.
Like I come and help out. Like if somebody's out of town or
Yeah.
something like that, I'll go help out on the truck, and I do the sold to service stuff with Rusty.
Oh,
so I
cool.
help out with that stuff too. But Rusty is like a classically French trained dude chef. Worked at Alice's for a long time and then opened a Rustic Spoon, and it's out of this fucking world. Oh my god, it's awesome. If you're ever in the downtown area, like just hanging out and want lunch, Emerald Republic Brewing Company, they're set up right outside there.
Okay, got it.
And they're, dude, always have some hitters on the menu.
Yeah, I drive by there every day.
Yeah.
So I'll check it out.
It's the shit. And yeah, tell them Some People Suck sent you for sure. But
and
but
the
yeah.
merch that they have coming out,
Brother.
I'm not even in golf, but shit is.
Dude.
Pull up
You
the
got
shirt.
golf merch coming out?
Well,
Yes.
we've got.
Pull it up.
We're
It's
doing
gonna be
stuff for the
fucking dope.
tournament.
I've worn a polo before, dude.
He's
He's like, I wore a polo before, dude.
So this is the shit.
Pull up the Masters looking one. That one.
This one?
Good. Yeah,
This is
but
the
that one's
one
not even
for-
colored though.
This is the one for the actual tournament.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah, so we've got some
But this
sweet ass stuff.
is the one that I'm talking about.
Okay.
How fucking dope,
Yeah.
dude. That's gonna be on a T-shirt.
Yeah,
That's tight.
yeah, we're doing a bunch
So
of exclusive
fucking sick.
stuff for and every like. It's a little bit more expensive, like as a golf tournament. It's $150 per person, but it's 2 days of golf, so you're playing Saturday and Sunday. But you're getting all different kinds of exclusive merch that we're
Super.
handing out because we want everybody
I
to
show
feel
you
like
again.
it's worth. Yeah, it's the exact same picture.
I keep showing it. And you're like, no, yeah, that's tight.
But yeah, so we're doing a bunch of shit to like really show love to the people that pay money to come play.
Yeah.
So super fired up about it. This will be kind of the first tournament that I've helped kind of assemble and
Sure.
like be behind the scenes of. Obviously, I've played golf for a long time,
Yeah.
but never been in the like tournament setup and how all
Sure.
that
Like
works.
the promotion side.
Right? Yeah, and so yeah, I'm like really excited about it, and
That's
I think it's
awesome.
gonna be
What's the
awesome,
date?
dude. September 16th and 17th.
Okay.
So
Do you
so
have
yeah,
to
it'll
have
be
a
cool.
team, or can you be an individual and just sign up?
So that's kind of what we're hoping for is more individual.
Okay.
Because like you can sign up in a group if you want to, but
Yeah.
we can't guarantee that you're going to be on the same team because it's a draft. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you're
Is it
kind of
based on handicap.
yeah. So we're assigning players based on handicap, and then the
Word.
teams are drafted randomly, and so yeah, that's we're super fired up about it, dude.
That's
It's gonna be
awesome,
awesome, man.
Yeah,
And the
that's way cool.
the Campfire Fund is super fired up about it, and
Yeah.
we're stoked to support them.
Yeah.
So
Love them dudes.
Oh man,
Ryan and Brett are like
Yeah.
super dope people, dude.
Yeah.
They've done a lot to help people out.
Yeah. So it's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be good for the community too, which I'm super stoked about. So yeah, man, it's good shit. Faux show.
Yeah. I wanted to bring up a question real quick. And I saw this today, and this confused me.
Okay.
Okay.
Not surprised.
What does an all-in-one stapler mean to you? When you see a stapler and it's advertised
It's not where I thought it
all-in-one
was going, but okay.
all-in-one stapler, what's in it?
I'm thinking. Go ahead.
So I think an all-in-one stapler is going to have the wide staple option, the narrow staple option, and then you have the little
The remover.
Yeah,
There's
staple
different
remover.
width
Yeah.
staples?
Will they go out or they go in?
yeah. You got two different ways.
Brother,
based on
that's rich people problems. I only had to do.
I'm
Yeah.
sure you have seen most of the time when you flip them on the bottom. There's a little piece of metal,
Yep.
there's a little piece of metal that when you stamp it down, it clicks the piece of metal, right? But on the bottom there would be like a dial, and you press the bottom, and you can flip the piece of metal around, and it would flip to staple out instead of in.
The piece that looks like a smiley face, dude. It's not there for
Brother,
cosmetics.
we were poor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had a stapler in your classroom, my guy.
Yes,
Okay, like,
100%.
but not
Definitely
magic.
flipping,
But not magic. Okay.
But I think it also has to include a staple remover on the other side.
That's what I would think.
Now I'm gonna let you know I don't have an answer. I
That's just
looked
it.
at the package a lot.
Okay.
Okay.
Nothing else, huh?
I just saw a stapler. I'm not sure. I was really asking.
It's still out on it.
Yeah, that was really me asking as an adult. Like,
It's actually just a
what
BlackBerry. And Cody's
happened?
like, I guess this is a stapler. I
Yeah.
don't fucking know.
and you're an above average cornhole player. What's up? What you got on the?
I probably should remove that
sacks.
now because I used to play cornhole like fairly regular, like every weekend and stuff, and then like play like in buddies' backyard tournaments and stuff like that. But man, I haven't thrown
taking-
bags in years, bro.
I haven't thrown bags.
Yeah,
I haven't
that's-
touched my sack in a
Yeah.
while,
yeah,
dog.
Yeah, but yeah, that was from years ago. Yeah, it's probably false advertisement now at this point.
Yeah, you get a cornhole sponsorship before you get a Krog sponsorship. That'd be hilarious. You have a cornhole board company reach out, like, so we hear you're an above average player. What's up?
Yeah. We need them.
Yeah.
Where would
Yeah.
you set the bar at the average player? But yeah,
Dude, it's crazy how big cornhole has gotten now. You know, it's on like, first off, I want to bring this up. I
Okay.
just thought about this. There is a channel called ESPN The Ocho.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
real.
Yeah, I did not know that until just recently.
You just thought it was part of the joke.
I thought it was Dodgeball made the joke,
Yeah.
and they just started it because of the joke.
No.
Right?
The joke was that like there's that many.
I
ESPNs.
did not know that that was a real thing.
Yeah.
Secondly, cornhole was on ESPN The Ocho, and it's like the cornhole league. You know, like
They
the
have
American,
a lot of like
Yeah.
obscure, like weird sports that you're like, where would this even play?
Right.
it was the pickleball before pickleball, right?
Yeah.
It was like the obscure sport that was on Sundays during the daytime, and you'd be like, oh, that's kind of neat. And you'd see dudes like flipping bags and like hitting like every single shot and stuff like that. And now pickleball did the same thing.
Right. Yeah.
So
They got axe throwing on there too, on the Ocho.
When is Spikeball gonna be on there? That shit's got to be on there soon.
Spikeball is not a joke, dude. That game is so hard.
It looks legit. I've never played it, but it looks
Okay,
so fun.
Well, I have a set, so I'll.
Bro,
Bring
we
it to
should
the gym, dog.
Dude.
we should do like
Bring
a
it to the
post
gym.
open mat tournament or something.
sick.
That'd be sick.
First of all, that game is hard as fuck, bro.
We just need to learn how to play first before we start throwing
Yeah.
tournaments
And I'll be-
out, okay?
tear another ACL.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Most of us go to grappling sports because we weren't great at ball sports. So I don't know.
There you go. We secretly train in the dark.
Yeah, we secretly train spikeball. Spikeball's tough.
Dude, I just saw a video of Nicky Rod
Yeah.
where it's like somebody recording him and they ask him, how do you feel about wakeboarding, or are you good at wakeboarding or something like that? And he's like, yeah, I've never done it, but I'm good at it. And the caption is, he's an athlete. And I'm just like,
Dude,
that's
is-
the most, like, it's so true though.
Yeah.
It's
like,
so funny
can
you bring that up too about wakeboarding because Bert was doing the same thing. You know how he does something burning?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony Hawk and Jason Ellis on there. And they were like, you literally told somebody that you are a semi-professional wakeboarder. And he goes, I'm pretty good. And they're like, no, you're not. And he's like, yeah, I am. And he's like, prove it. And he's like, okay, I'm not that good. He always thinks he's like subhuman level athlete at everything.
But here's the thing though, is like,
And wakeboarding is fucking tough.
when Tom and him played like tennis, like he has like a pretty almost pro or like college level serve.
Yeah, but I feel like you, as an average person, you're more inclined to be good at things randomly sometimes that you're not even aware of, and you find out on the spot. That might have been his thing, and now he's holding on to that. He did like a 5-hour and 20-minute marathon
Yeah,
with
not
no
training.
training. And then he did like a triathlon, which is how I found out that they're not all super fucking crazy long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I could do that and just say I'm a triathlete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the hand-eye coordination stuff though is some of it's genetic.
The
Like-
tennis thing?
Yeah, like
Tennis is not easy.
I could have spent my whole life trying to hit a tennis ball, and
Yeah.
it would have never happened. Same thing with the golf swing. Like it's just like that's not my thing, man.
Yeah.
I just don't got it.
There's a lot going on there.
You know what a game I really like is fucking Table tennis. Fucking that.
Ping pong?
Yeah, so fucking
Table
fun.
tennis is kind of odd to
You
say
kind of
over
churched
here.
it up
I'm
on
an athlete.
purpose, dude.
It's shut up.
I wouldn't say so.
Hey, dude.
Talks about how
Fuck
poor he
you,
is,
you know?
and then
Yeah.
brings up table tennis.
Yeah.
What,
Okay.
what would you
Yeah.
call?
All right, dude.
Here, well, how would you call them as an athlete? What does he do?
Ping pong.
They play ping pong.
But what is he? Ping pong player?
I would never say
He's
table tennis player.
Yeah, he's a professional
Sounds
ping
better.
pong player.
Sounds
It
nice.
sounds like you're trying to church it up, dude.
Yeah. Well, got it. We're in the South.
Professional ping pong player.
It sounds like a joke.
PPP.
Professional ping pong player.
I don't even know if I just say he plays ping pong, man. He's like Forrest Gump style.
Yeah.
Mm.
Did you ever see Balls of Fury?
Yeah.
Such a good movie.
Such a good movie.
I made out. Well, we're just gonna get
All
out.
right. Okay.
Damn, dude, is there anything you want to plug before we get out of here?
No, I don't think so.
What was the question I asked last week? That like weird. I kind of how I just did that. Oh, do you know who makes the feels?
Mm.
What do you mean?
Like when, say it's today, because I looked at it today because
Yeah.
I was curious. Like what?
Yeah, I looked at The Office too.
It was 96 degrees at one point when I looked at it today.
Oh, feels
And then it
like
feels like 108.
I think
Who makes that? And how do they make that?
So I believe it's a heat index scale. So based on the humidity, the wind
Yeah.
in that current area, that's how they adjust it. We used to do that for like if you were medical staff for like a training event, is you would adjust the heat index. So it might be 84 degrees, but since it's 80% humidity and there's no wind flow, or there's like an 8-mile-an-hour wind north to east or whatever,
Yeah.
it's like a sliding scale. So that's where they get the feels from.
So guess what? It's 108 then.
Yeah.
That's what my car said.
Yeah.
I turned it on and my car was just like, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like your
If
fucking
it
fridge
feels
doesn't
like
say
it,
it's 60 degrees,
it's
but it
100.
feels like
Yeah.
80 degrees in this fridge
Yeah.
right now. Well, then it's 80 degrees in this fridge.
Yeah. If it feels 100,
telling you-
it's 108.
Yeah, what is the temperature if not what it feels like?
Yeah.
Well, the temperature is one component of the feel.
Brother, it's all of the feel. I'm feeling it all.
No, because you're the temperature's just.
I get
one
what you're
factor.
saying, but it's pissing me off. Okay? Brother, it feels like what the fuck.
He's like, I know you're right, but I choose not to accept
Yeah.
it.
I'm just mad that that's why they think that's right.
It's not that they think that it's right. That is. The
I'm just
adjusted-
mad.
That
dude.
is.
That is the
it.
adjusted. Like if there were no other factors, right? And it was 106. That's how it would feel.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? If we put you in a sauna of 106 degrees, it would feel the same as it does outside.
Okay, so if you put me in a sauna that's 106
Oh, God,
degrees,
here we go. You
what
just-
temperature
you're
is it
fucked.
actually in
Yeah,
that
you're fucked.
sauna?
Yeah, 106 degrees. Because there's no.
but it
outside
feels
parameters.
like-
I don't want to do this.
Because there's no
Okay.
wind or nothing.
You started this game, my guy.
Oh, I do have
You
I do
did
have
it.
a shameless plug. I'll shameless plug my old lady. If you need your hair done,
Are you saying we do?
yeah, both y'all. She's at Volume 1. Her Instagram is at Lemonhead Hair. Her name's Kylie Atkinson. So,
Dude, she
We need
posts
that
some pretty
money.
sick hair, too.
Yeah.
dude, she's stupid talented.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know it. Like, you know, it was like one of those things, like, I was being, like, a supportive boyfriend for many years, but I had no idea about, like, hair stuff. And then I saw some of her stuff, and I was like, you did that?
Yeah.
Like,
You're like, you should see this girl doing hair.
yeah, she's like,
Yeah.
that's me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy. I love being surrounded by, like, talented people because
Yeah.
I just vicariously live through them. You know
And
what I mean?
creative.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude.
the ideas that some of the shit that's coming out of Volume 1 is crazy.
She did this competition like 2 weeks ago or 2 months ago now, probably. And like watching that whole process, dude, she had like boards and like all this craziness.
Is that the orange hair thing?
Yeah, you
She
know that was.
posted one where
It was like blonde and it had like a maybe red, white, and blue stripe like around the top or whatever.
word.
Yeah,
Damn.
and I remember like watching the like groundbreaking part of it. I was like, dude, this is crazy.
Yeah.
You
Like,
should
what's
like.
your brain
I know you're a man of many talents, but you should shoot like a small doc on her,
That would be sick.
like for a prep of one of her competitions or
Yeah.
something. Because it'd be cool because nobody
That'd be tight.
we don't know what that shit looks
oh,
like.
that would be
Everybody
cool. Huh?
behind the scenes of like
It would
what she's
probably-
doing to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open up her.
Yeah.
That would be cool. That's a great idea.
And then it'd be cool for her page just to sit on there and
Yeah.
be like, "Yo, if you're interested."
That would be cool.
I think it makes it easier to, like, more shareable, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Shareable, you know?
yeah,
like that.
Well, she's all
Hey.
the talent in the household, brother.
Big idea, guys. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You know what?
Brother, you're talented too.
Yeah.
You have a very dad-like personality.
It's like, fuck you.
We
with
need
the
a
dad.
baby, dude.
Bro, it's funny you say that because we showed up to Island Fights, dude. I had like the Band-Aids, like the gauze,
brother.
the fucking.
wow.
Dude.
He came in with the New Balance.
Came in, we already had gloves on. He was like, I'm ready to fucking go, dude. Yeah, I came to dap them up and he's got gloves. I was like, what do you do? What?
Dude, we're ready, bro.
Yeah.
He really had gloves on?
Yeah, because I didn't.
Oh, well, he's got a medical background.
Yeah.
Which we just found out.
Yeah. So I was just there to, patch anything up. So, and put like the, like I put the wraps on and stuff. But yeah, so I was like, I'm not trying to get any gross on my hands. So
Yeah.
and this is what they do with the UFC.
Any
Dog.
gross
They got gloves on,
hands.
bro.
How was Island Fights? Was that your first one?
That
there?
was my first one.
How was that? Is that your first like live MMA event?
No, I had gone to a few others with like other teams I was on, but that was my first one being like backstage and doing like that whole flow process and watching kind of like from the weigh-ins all the way through. The actual stage setup was really cool.
Yeah,
like the walkout was cool.
Bro, you missed it. Josh was supposed to be on that card. I don't know what happened, but he normally has the best walkouts.
Yeah.
He has like 40 people walk out with them. They all have like guns that shoot off fucking confetti.
Yeah.
And he comes out to like a 20-minute song, and then at the boom of the song, he drops some shit.
I think, honestly, he switched careers. That's what happened.
I don't think that's real. I think that's a troll.
I don't know, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, Josh is Josh. Who knows?
Because he tagged like a Mobile Wrestling Federation thing
Isn't
he.
Brock's.
No idea.
I
But
think that's Brock's thing.
maybe. But yeah, his walkouts are always very
Brother, he would
theatrical
kill it in
and-
wrong though.
yeah
The personality on him?
right. Which
He got a set of personality on him.
He's got a big old set on him.
Yeah, dude. Got a big ass personality
I
hanging.
don't know. That's a compliment. got a
Brothers-
set of personalities.
Dude, he would absolutely smash it, dude. Yeah, but how was that whole situation?
It was I didn't know I was doing it till like a couple days before, but because I like to go train out of town, and I knew Xavier would want to carpool out to all those different locations, so I was kind of just driving around, and then he was like, "Hey man, like, will you come corner?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm not going to be giving any advice, but skills I do have, right? I can handle cuts and bumps and bruises. I'll figure out how to wrap your hands, right? Because like at Island Fights,
He goes, that's a boo boo. He's like, don't do that.
He puts like a Monsters Inc. Band-Aid on his
Yeah,
forehead.
he's like, I can't actually wear
It's like
this
a
in the
Hello
ring.
Kitty.
You're gonna
No,
take
I
that
got
back
you,
off.
brother.
Yeah. Get.
Don't bump that.
no, it was because I like obviously what I know is like mainly like the large, like UFC stuff, and I was like, oh no, that like they don't like Stitch isn't coming to like wrap your hands and stuff like that, and so I just watched a bunch of YouTube videos and was just like trying to figure out how to be helpful, but it was a really cool experience. Yeah, it was cool to be a part of. It was, it's always rad watching Derek coach and his wizard mind work. It was cool to see him like transition his brain from like head jiu-jitsu coach to like full encompassing. I know that was cool to watch. So I was just there to hold the bucket, man, and put some ice on and do that stuff, but support the homie, man.
Hell yeah, dog.
X is a warrior, bro.
Yeah, dude. Happy to see him back out there, and on the next one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He's
Get out there.
Shit.
Well, it's announced, regardless, November 4th or 11th or whenever the fucking ADCC. We're all competing, so that's fucking...
Hell yeah, dude.
Let's make a pack, boys.
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 We'll at least get a couple cool t-shirts out of it, dude. You know what I mean?
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be sick as fuck.
Dude, t-shirts gonna be sick.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking... Dude,
I want a wicked drawstring bag, dude.
Yeah.
I fucking love a drawstring.
We're like not even focused on the medals that we get. We're like just whatever the free
What do we
merch.
get?
We got free stickers. We'll get a sticker, dude. Yeah.
I don't want no tape. That's all I'm saying, dog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a drawstring bag.
Yeah.
Well, before we get out of here, we want to shout out some sponsors. One of those sponsors being our fucking gym, Kazushi Club, Pensacola, Florida.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
All of us train there. As you can tell, it attracts some of the coolest dudes around. I mean, we've had countless people from our gym on the couch, and they all say the same thing. It's a vibe there. It's always welcoming. It's full of talent. Like, it always pushes you to the limit without, like, breaking you. And even if it does break you, like, it teaches you. Like, there's growth inside that building, and Derek's full of that.
Yeah.
Dakota's full of that. Like, everybody's in there to try to learn. If they don't know something, they're trying to learn off you. They're open to hear from you if you want to teach something. Like, it's always...
Yeah.
It's a good environment for growth, you know?
Yeah.
Also, Little Guy Jits trains there. So Casey and Derek both are on that. Casey travels a lot because he's a little, like, top G. Brother, did I show you what he showed me?
No.
What he might be on soon?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Brother, that's crazy.
No, I know.
Yeah, he's doing big shit. I'll show you after the podcast. But that's fucking dope. They show you high-level technique for smaller guys to work on larger opponents. If they're not in Pensacola, Florida, where can they train?
They can go to Panacea Martial Arts, dog.
Yes.
That is Tony Rayborn's gym out in Foley. Yeah, huge gym, a great atmosphere. They have classes for all ages and levels. So if you're over that way or just want to get out of Pensacola and try somewhere else, definitely check out Panacea Martial Arts. If you're over there on Wednesday evenings, you'll run into Rich Shimleski, who is the owner of a lifestyle experiment. I don't know what
founder,
owner,
creator
of a lifestyle experiment, which is a basically all that we roll in now. They
it's
do
like a jiu-jitsu lifestyle brand.
Yeah, so they do T-shirts, rash guards, no-gi shorts. They're working on some gi stuff now, but yeah, they're constantly putting out new shit.
Yeah, new colorways all the time. They just released their like fighter kit for the public, so what you see the fighters fighting in on Island Fights, you can now wear.
Mm-hmm. And if you sign up with your email, you'll know that as soon as those drop. You'll be the first people to know.
Be on the newsletter.
Yeah, and that's their website is alefl.com, and their Instagram is @a_lifestyle_experiment. There are some underscores in there, but if you type it in, it'll come up. Follow them. Take a look at all their shit, and like I said, sign up for their email stuff so you know what's going on when they have restocks and drops and all that good shit. So, you know.
So we're all a couple ink boys in here. Mm-hmm. Are you trying to get any more tattoos?
Boys.
Yeah, at some point.
Yeah. Well, we got a guy, Johnny Mumbles, at Sacred Grounds Tattoos. Brother is a fucking, like you talk about Derek being a wizard.
That's what I've heard.
He is a wizard, brother. I'm not gonna tell you what he's doing on air to me, but he's doing a fucking dope ass piece. I got some shit being set up, and I think everybody's gonna quite enjoy this little piece.
Yeah. And
it's gonna be. I was talking to him about getting it done before weigh-ins, but I don't know because his like schedule's a little different right this second. Mm-hmm. But it'd be sick for before weigh-ins because, you know, I might have me a little outfit on for that weigh-in. You know, yeah. Gotta look good, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, dude.
Sacred Grounds, baby.
Absolutely amazing guy. Cool ass studio. Amazing work. Check out his portfolio. He's dropping new stuff all the time. Like, we're always tagging his reels into our stories. So check it out. Get work done by him. Fucking Zach Van Zyl is coming down here September like 18th or something. Getting a full sleeve and chest piece done by him.
Damn.
He's going to come on the next day or like literally right after it and show us and do an episode with us.
That's awesome.
Word.
It's good
Wild,
shit.
brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. We can't thank you enough for coming on. You're
Yeah,
absolutely plugged in right into the jiu-jitsu gym and amazing person since the day I met you.
Well, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Great guy, man.
Can't thank
Great
you enough
guy.
for just being our friends or just being friendly to us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's good
dude.
shit, man.
Same, man.
Good
Like,
shit.
it's cool. It's cool to find like a little, for lack of a better word, like a little jiu-jitsu family, you know?
Yeah.
So it's cool, man.
For sure.
Absolutely part of that, dude.
Hell yeah, though.
Yeah.
Well, good shit. Well, thank you again for coming. We
Yeah,
really
thanks for
appreciate
having
it.
me.
Yeah.
dude.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We're getting the fuck up out of here. We love you. Yee hee.
Yee yee.